Hello, good evening, my lovely sewing friends. How are you this evening? It is Friday, it's the last day of the week, and yes, I have got a Mimi cat here with me tonight because we've sorted out the issue with the quilts. We're making sure they're all wonderfully put away, and so she can't get anywhere near them. So, should we join our TikTok friends to us, Mimi? Let's join our TikTok friends. Hold on a minute. 3, 2, 1. Hello, my lovely TikTok friends. How are you this evening? Hope you're well. I can see that TikTok has let you know that I've gone live. So let me just mirror the image and then we will get on with some lovely. So, and I can tell you how my day has been today because it's been rather wonderful, lovely sewing day today. And yes, I've got a Mimi cat here at the moment. You can say hello to Tiana, me. Say hello, Tiana. Hello, I'm here, Tiana. Actually, I've been allowed to come out today, and it's Friday, everybody. It's Friday. Hello, Bibi. Welcome to you. Hope you're good. So yeah, so we are going to have to give the cat a bit of a schmooze, I'm afraid, before she'll leave me alone because I've got a few little bits and bobs of sewing and things to do tonight. But we had a lovely day today. So today, obviously being a Friday, last day of the week, it's been our day 2 of our Not Going to Festival Quilts events. And so we had a wonderful Zoom sewing day with our some of our members and our followers, which was really, really lovely. And actually, I got quite a lot done. I actually have made it up to the 50 of the lanyard things, the key lanyards. So I've now got 50 of them. Thank you, Tiana. She might be gorgeous, Tiana, but she's a little bit of a pest. Hello, Leanne. How are you? Hope you're good. Hello, Anne. Welcome to you. Hello, Miranda. Welcome to you. And so, yes, I've got a Mimi cat here. She is going to get moved in a minute because obviously I can't have her near where the sewing machine is. But hopefully she'll go and find herself a nice quilt to go on and go to sleep. But you are a bit of a monkey. So yes, so I had a lovely day. So obviously I spent all day today from 10 till 5 sewing with some wonderful people. You pulled your back in the gym today. Oh no, Leanne. Oh dear. Maybe make yourself a nice little puff cushion or something. You've got enough fabric to be able to do that. And so yes, I'm hoping. Hello, Sharon. I know she is very beautiful. Look, here she is. Here she is. She's actually our baby cat. She's actually only she's not even 2. She's a year and a half. I mean, look at her. Look at her. She's just a little. It's a little pickle. Anyway, so what have I done today? So during our Zoom sewing day, which was wonderful, we had I managed to get up to the magical number of 50 of those key key lanyard things. That's what I'm trying to think what they're called. And I've chosen the fabric which I'm going to make the bunting in, ready for our junior quilters stand. And what else did we do? I ironed in loads of the labels. That's what I did. Ironed in loads of labels. So now all the labels are ironed in, and I need to get a few more, so I've got to order them. Anyway, boof, 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 boof to the cat. So not too good. Oh dear, Leanne. Hopefully you can have a rest. Give a rest for the next couple of days just to hopefully that will sort itself out. Hello, Alex. Welcome to you. And Tiana, speaking of which I have no idea where your little rascal is. Well, you see, the thing is with our cats, Tiana, they do not go outside. They're only allowed. They do come into obviously it's my sewing room, and they're indoors, but they do not go outside because they're a bit special. Because Mimi cat, she is a hold on a minute. We might have to. Oh, hold on. Me, you are just a pain. Right, here we go. So, hello, Vivian. Welcome to you. So, I think, anyway, we might have to restart the TikTok situation because sometimes I've had this before. If the cats have been too close to it, then, that is a problem. You need a good old brush. It's the other thing about Mimi Cat as well. She does need a good old brush. Hello, Susan. Welcome to you. I'm just going to go like that. I think that's probably going to be better. Hope you're good. Hope you're good. So me, you are going to have to go and find yourself somewhere to sleep because you can't stay here because what I want to do is I want to stitch the last 3 of the So Happy to Help sashes for the quilt show. So you're going to have to go and find somewhere and it can't be there. I'm very good. Thank you, Susan. I'm getting covered in cat fur right now, which is a bit of a... You're not playing with that either. So if she becomes a bit of a rascal, Tiana, then she's going to go back indoors with her papa. She will not be staying here with me. Oh, you dear. What do you like? What do you like, Mimi cat? Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. So yeah, so if you're asking what breed of cat she is, then she's a Siberian. She's a Neva Masquerade. No, she's yes. So Leanne's asking, is it a ragdoll? No, she's not a ragdoll. She is a Siberian, but she's a Neva Masquerade colour point Siberian. So she's a bit special, and she knows it as well. Because our other cats, have you seen our other two, Bailey and Jinxie? They are just Siberians, and she. Hey, you are not biting. No, 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 no. No, no, no. If you keep on, you're going to go in. You're going to go in. Well, we have to find us something to play with, aren't we? That's what we're going to have to do. What can we get for you to play with? How about a ribbon? How about a bit of ribbon? No, 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 no. Yeah, so she's a Siberian. She's a Neva Masquerade colour point Siberian. But our other two cats are just Siberian. So she's a little bit special, aren't you, me? And she does know it. Look. Eventually, she'll leave me alone and she'll go and find someone to sleep. She's going off now. There she goes. And yes, she is massive. If you think she's huge, yes, she is. She's huge. She's really, really huge. Hello, Richie and Grandma. Welcome to you. Hope you're good. So, I'm going to see what she's up to. I'm hoping she's going to go and find someone to sleep. Otherwise, she will have to go somewhere else. So, yeah, so what I want to do tonight is a couple of things. Hello, you're from Florida, Julie. Welcome, welcome. What I want to do is oh, you got two Bengals. Oh, the Bengals are really interesting cats, aren't they? If you watch on my YouTube channel, Leanne, when we went to film at the Cats Protection, when we went there because they're one of our partner charities, then there was some kitten Bengals in there. We're going to have a look because they were super cute. Maybe you shouldn't, Leanne, because you might want another one. But anyway, so where are you going to go, Mimi Cat? She's jumping down there. She's thinking where she's going to go. So I'm going to go in the corner. So what I want to do tonight is a couple of things. The first thing is I do have 3 more sashes, which are the last 3 to be sewn. Did I get a coffee from Mr. Rachel? I definitely did. I definitely did. Yes, I got my coffee earlier this morning, which was really, really good. Oh, Chirpy's gone off. We were here Chirpy at 9. So I'm probably going to be on to about 10:30, I reckon. I've got a few little things to do before I go to bed because we're trying to get our newsletter out and hopefully it's going out tomorrow. So if you haven't registered for that yet, then you could just go over to our website, click on the join button, and you can register for those. And because our membership's completely free, and I think that is going out tomorrow. We were hoping to get out today, but there's a few little adjustments to make, so we're going to get that tomorrow. But yes, I definitely got a lovely coffee this morning from Mr. Rachel, Susan. I definitely did, and yeah, Leanne, go and have a look. Yeah, so if you're just joining now and you haven't met me before, my name is Rachel and I am the CEO and founder of the So Happy Quilters Association. And if you're on any of our social media platforms, if you're over on YouTube or any of the others, I can actually see the comments. So do let me know if you've got any questions. But yeah, so and you obviously say anything about sewing, great. You know, if there's anything about me, you're very much welcome to ask. If there's anything about the So Happy Quilters Association, you're very welcome to answer that as well. So so tonight I really need to probably get a roller on myself on my guess. So I've got 3 more sashes to do for our quilt show, which is our So Happy to Help ones, and that's these. Or did I get 3 or did I get a 4? No, I did get 3. Got another 3 because I've got. Remember, I got like quite a few before, and I got another 3 because I'm thinking there are a few people that are like crossing over in jobs. So I thought, they can all have their own sashes rather than sharing. That's probably the best thing to explain that one. Anyway, I solved my sewing machine. That was super, super helpful. I managed to just going to move you guys like that. There you go. I managed to get loads of bobbins wounded up, and I realised exactly what was going on. I just needed a bit of zhuzh, shall we say, like our lovely sewing machines do. Anyway, so I'm going to put the hexiform back in onto 3 more of the sashes. That's the first job. Then we're going to go and work out the bunting for the stand, for the junior quilter stand at the quilt show, and then we're probably going to get the ghost quilt down and do some more on that. But I do need to make sure that my Mimi cat is not around because we can't have any cat fur on that's for sure. And she currently, I don't know where she's probably going to fall asleep somewhere. She's found herself a box, I can see that much. Cats love boxes, don't they? They love boxes. Yeah, so I've had a really, really great day. I made loads of those keyring holders, so we've now got 50, which was my aim. If I can get another 50 done, that would be amazing. Then that means all the goodie bags for the quilt show, there's going to be 1 inside each bag. And that was it really. In all honesty, it was really, really really, really, actually, I'm just thinking there is something we can do while I'm chatting. It was really, really nice. Hold on a minute. It was really, really nice to just like chat with everybody on the Zoom today and just listen to people, you know, because obviously, as you probably gather, I do talk a lot, and sometimes when you know, you want something like that, it's really nice to listen to other people and listen to what they've been up to. Anyway, hello Thomas, how are you? Are you good? Are you good? So yeah, so the rosettes for our quilt show are in the process. So I have got, do you remember when I was doing these the other day? These are all the ones that need badges. And I just thought, actually, we could do that while we're chatting, couldn't we? So I do have my aircon on as well. And so if it's a bit buzzy, then just let me know and I will turn it. I mean, to be totally honest, I'm probably going to turn it off in a bit anyway. Here comes the Mimi cat. Here she comes, strutting her stuff down the... Oh, so those are the ones that have actually got the badges on it. So that's good. These are the ones that need badges. Right. Okay. I think I know where we are now. So these are our rosettes that we give them out when we go to shows. We also are going to, for our own quilt show, we're going to have a stand that you can sit and make them at completely for free. And if you are in the queue for those goodie bags, then you're going to get one of these in it. This is one of my favorites. That is one of my favorites there. I love that one. And I realise that one, isn't it? So I'm going to put them all in here. We're going to put the badges onto the back of the other one. My lovely team member Beryl, she is going to make some more, which is wonderful, and also which is really, really exciting. And if you if you get our newsletters, you're going to read all about it, but you can go and have a little look now if you want to. But we've got, very excitedly, we've got 2 new team members for the SHQA, which is really, really exciting. And we have got our lovely Kirsty, who is now our executive support lead for the South, and we've also got Heidi, who is our executive support lead for the North. And hopefully Heidi may well come on to YouTube in a bit and say hello. Yeah, so it's been an exciting day. It has been a really exciting day, and you know, and it's really lovely because, you know, we're growing. I'm just thinking, my cat is down here. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're not going in that bag. That is not happening. So yeah, yeah, we are like, we have from when we started, like, you know, nearly a year and a half ago. We've got so much, we are so much bigger since then, obviously being the UK's quilting association, the UK's biggest quilting association as well. Hello Manda, good evening to you. Hello Nan Ruth, good evening to you. Yeah, so we being the UK's largest quilting association, we have lots of events and lots of things going on. So obviously it's really wonderful to have more people on our team. Aha, another batch. Let's get all these done. I'll be really happy when these are done, because then I know that, you know, Beryl's gone to all that amazing wonder of making the rosettes. I've stitched on the backing on, and then we're going to put the badges on the front. So now I'm waiting. I can't make any more at the minute because I'm waiting for these to turn up. We've actually run out of them at the minute. Obviously these have turned up, but not the badge backs. They hopefully might be here tomorrow. You never know. But yeah, so tomorrow is our day 3 of our Not Going to Festival of Quilts events. And I am actually teaching a Gee's Blend inspired workshop tomorrow, which is all on Zoom. If you want to join in with it, you can just go to our events page, click on it, and it starts at 11 o'clock. So there's still time to sign up for it if you want to. And it's all hand sewn, so there's no machine sewing involved. And if you don't want to show your face on the camera, you don't have to. You can very much just listen and listen to what we're doing. And so I'm going to be talking about all the history of Gee's Blend quilters. And so, okay, so that wobble was because of my cat. She went walking past it. Where has she gone? Where have you gone, Mimi cat? Oh my goodness me. Anyway, so yeah, so hello Suzanne, you're over on that screen now. Welcome. So that's tomorrow, and then of course Sunday we've got the lovely, I'm doing the special live streams on YouTube and over onto TikTok. So that's going to be exciting. So how many did we have? I can't even remember. Yeah, so we're just doing a few little jobs. How are you? Good, Manda? Are you well? Have you had a good Friday? Yeah, so it is Friday, people. It's Friday, the end of the week. Do you get excited when it's a Friday, or does it? Look at that one. That is really, really nice. I like that one. You have fabric. You have your fabric and all your pieces for your puff quilt. That's amazing. I did They on one of my live streams, I did a puff cushion, very similar, but in like a cushion form. You want to do that, go and watch that back. You're very welcome to, because that's still sitting over there on my YouTube channel under the live section. And wow, I'll start putting some of these away in a minute. When is my next Zoom? So my next one is actually tomorrow morning, Thomas. It's actually tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. That is my next one. And that is a workshop with me, a Zoom. It's not a free one. It's only a £20 one, so it's not like megally expensive. But it's to make a G-Spend, or learn all about G-Spend quarters and make a block. That's what it is tomorrow, and that's part of our events really. And then after that, I don't really know. I think it might be next Wednesday. I think I've got a sit and sew with the CEO day next Wednesday, which you can sign up to. Again, that's completely free. And yes, so I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I'm probably going to be carrying on making the bunting. You're not in your bedroom, a baby blanket. Oh, you're making a baby blanket, Suzanne. That's amazing. Right. There's a few more to go. Yes, if you've got any questions you want to ask, if you're over on any of our social media platforms, you want to ask anything, then please do. Oh, my cat's meowing. Where are you? Where are you, me? You all right, my fluff? Come on, my fluff ball. Where are you? She's lurking down by my feet. That's where she is right now. Here she comes. Here she comes. Here she comes. There she. No. Oh my goodness me. Hang on. So she's going to sit right on these. I'd rather you didn't sit on them, my fluffy. Are you going to get down? What are you going to do? No. We got to try and get them from the Mimi cat before she go over there. That's it. There's my cat, Suzanne. There, she's gone and sat like a good girl. She's gone and sat over there. Good girl, Mimi's. Well done. That's what we want. So yes, we might as well just do a few of these. I think I might go and turn my aircon off in a minute, actually, because it's feeling a little bit too cold. So what are your plans for the weekend, people? What are your plans? So like I said, I've got this workshop tomorrow, and then we've got I want to get on with, what's my cat's name? She's called Mimi. Suzanne. She's called Mimi. Mimi. I mean, she's actually called Misha. She's actually called Misha, but we call her Mimi. And then the other two cats are Jinxie and Bailey. But they I don't know where they are tonight. They are somewhere sleeping. That's where they are. Right, let's do this one. I'm nearly there. I'm putting these badges on. So as you can see, it does take a little bit of time to do them all, but I love doing them, and I love giving them out. So during the week, what is going to happen during the week? Well, so I've got a fairly busy-ish week coming up, I suppose. Monday I've got my crafty stitches, and that is, anybody can join in with that now, because that's just on Zoom. Some people do come here as well. And we are doing the North Star on Monday, which is part of our Underground Railroad quilt. So that is something that I really, really would like to look at again, because I need to put the wadding on those blocks and then put the backing on and then quilt each one. I think that's how I'm going to do it. I don't know. I actually don't know whether I might sash it first and then wad the whole thing in one hit. I might actually do that, because I don't know. Anyway, it's slightly different. Right, so that's another thing to think about, isn't it? The Underground Railroad quilt. I've also got the Sewing Retreat quilt to do as well. I got that one to finish off from last year. Whether I'll do another one for this year, it's possible. We might do another quilt for this year. So basically what happens is everybody makes one block, and then I put them all together. I had intended on doing it much sooner, in all honesty, but I've kind of left it, and I thought, yeah, I need to get that one done. So that's probably one of my jobs for this week. Did your daughter? Yes, she did. Oh, yeah, he's up here. Look. You can't see, can you? Actually, sorry. I just realised. There it is. Yeah, she absolutely loved it, Manda. Absolutely loved it. And there was somebody, I can't remember who it is. Somebody wants to have an update on it, so I'm leaving it up there at the minute. Mimi is deciding to eat a box, so that is not very good. Yeah, she did. She really, really liked it, which is amazing. Me, what are you doing? She's like, I think we might have to stop at eating that box. You know what cats are like. They love eating boxes, don't they? So yes, I've got to do that. Obviously, you've definitely got to get on with the bunting. So I've got a few little jobs, sewing jobs to get on with, but also this week. Also, I've got a lot to work now to start doing on the quilt show, because what I've got to do is plan the actual quilts that are going on display. So we've got quite a few groups that are displaying their quilts, and then I'm doing all the maths on it to work it all out. It shouldn't be too difficult. I've got a floor plan. I just need to know, you know, which quilts I'm going to put where, and yeah. So that's one of my jobs, and then got to do time schedules. Yeah. So there is actually. It's going to be a fun week. It is going to be a fun week. I want to try and get to the cinema as well this week. You know, because it's week coming. Obviously not this weekend, not tomorrow, Sunday, but because there's that new film out, the spider one. That one. I want to try and get to see that one. My daughter really wants to go and see that one, so we might go and see that at some point this week. When, I do not know. I'm thinking maybe Tuesday. I don't know, but yeah. So we've got a busy old week coming up, really. Right, so that's those done. Now I don't know whether I might have to count these. I might even count them later or tomorrow. I need to count if there's 50, because I think there might be. We need 100 of them to go in the goodie bags, and then the rest of them are going to be everybody's going to make themselves. So that is one of those. These are actually, so you remember the Proud Lounge sashes that I made, I hexiformed the other night. Well, this is actually the fabric I'm going to use for their rosettes, and yeah, so that's what I'm going to use. But I haven't got the badge packs yet, so they haven't come. So we're going to hold on for that for a minute. They can go up there. The next thing we're going to do is I'm going to get a sip of my tea, and then we're going to get started. So I want to get the 3 of these ones stitched, these sashes stitched. Then that's all the sashes are done. They are all done, ready for the show then, which is exciting, apart from obviously the rosettes, but that's not a problem. So I've got to get all them done, and then we're going to get on with doing the bunting. We're going to get on and do the bunting because I've got the fabric ready. So yeah, so then we'll do a little bit of the ghost quilt later. So how does that sound for this evening's events? Does that sound fun? Hopefully it does. Hopefully it does. But yeah, but if you want to ask any questions, please do. If you're watching on any of our social media platforms, like over on YouTube or anywhere else, you want to ask a question, just ask it away, and I will see what I can do. Right. So now, how many have I got of these left? Let me have a look. I think I might even have 3. I've got, okay, now technically there's 2, but I can stitch 2 together, can't I? So that would be not a problem. I'm wondering about, let me just get a sip of my tea while I think about, do we turn the aircon off or not? I don't want to get, it's almost like you're getting too cold. Yes, I got a different flask today. I got a different one. My usual one is still in the dishwasher. I need to get that one out. Right, so my sewing machine is all back to normal, which is good. And it was misbehaving a bit last night, wasn't it? I didn't even know what was going on. I just thought, well, you know what? But anyway, I managed to get 4 bobbins threaded on our little Zoom thing today. Let's get these ones done. But yeah, but the Proud Lounge guys, I sent them a picture of the sashes, and they are very, very excited about those. I said, just you wait until you see the rosettes. That's without the rosettes. So, but yeah, they're very colourful, aren't they? I'm just seeing what my cat is up to. She's sitting down by my feet now. She does this sometimes because she comes along and then she sits down by my feet. Don't you, mummy? She's a funny cat. But very entertaining. You're not going to get that. No. Oh, hello, Susan's Creative. How are you? Hope you're good. So yes, it's Friday evening. So what's your plans for the weekend then? Any sewing? Any crafting going on? Anything? Sarah Nesbitt has just walked in. Any don't know, anything interesting for the weekend? And of course, tomorrow is the 1st of August, so you know what that means. Ah, hello, Sarah. I'm doing three more sashes, Sarah. Then I'm all done on them. I'm all done. And there is a cat in here right now as well. I managed to solve my problems and get her out of here because she was going mad. She was going mad. So yeah, so tomorrow is the 1st of August, and you know what that means? It means clicking over the calendar to a new whole page, which I'm very excited about. I will be doing that in the morning. I've got to get really early tomorrow because I've got a lot of little jobs to do tomorrow in the morning before my so my workshop that I'm teaching doesn't start until 11 o'clock. What is it? Oh, that's my handbag. That is, Sarah. Have you never seen it? I realised actually I left it up on there because usually it's over there, and I moved it earlier because I had my iron on, and yeah, it's my handbag. That's my handbag. I'll show you. Let me finish this and I'll show you, okay? I'll show you. On my obsessed. Well, I'm obsessed or you're obsessed? Do you know it's a perfect handbag because I can get all my camera system in it for when I'm filming my YouTube channel. It's perfect. So on my TikTok channel on my YouTube, there is a video of me opening it. Like doing a little box opening of it. I loved it. Yeah, I'll show you in a minute. Sadly, it doesn't work. I wish it did, but it does not. We'll get this one done. Then I'll show you what it looks like. Really unique, slightly in love. Well, I'm very sorry to tell you that at the moment, I'll show you who they come from, okay? But they're at the moment they're out of stock. They literally sold out and like straight away. However, do not fret because someone that I know may well be making their own version of it. Can I send you the Zoom link? For the sewing workshop, I can send you. Thomas, I can only send you the free ones, which is on Wednesday, but you can't forward it on. It's only for yourself. I can probably send you the one for Wednesday, I think, because I'd have to register you for it. You can register yourself for it. You can just go onto the website, go to the events page, and find it, and then you can get the Zoom link that way. That's how it goes. So my cat is deciding, by the looks of it, she's going to sleep over there. So we're really hoping. Thank you very much, Sarah, for sending a heart. Hello, Haydel, welcome to you. Right, let's do this. We'll do this line and then I'll show you the bag. I've also got the cotton reel bag as well. Yes, it is Mimi Cat, Sarah. It is definitely Mimi Cat. She's in here. I'll see if I can get her in a minute. We decided, I was saying yesterday about oh, actually, let me just do something. Hold on a second. Remember. Oh, hang on. Why have you got to me? Look, Sarah wants to see you. She's like, Sarah, I'm going to come and see you. Right, wait for it. Wait for it, Sarah. Wait. She's like, Sarah, this is my handbag. This is not your handbag. Oh, dear. That's so funny. What are you doing? You're not supposed to be up there. Oh, dear. That is so funny. I know. Look at her. Look. Mimi. What are you doing? Well, I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. Oh, you better not. She's going to have to go in, isn't she? She's going to admit me. You can sit there and be good if you want to, but you're not going up any higher. Good job I can see her in the screen. Yeah. They'll be scared. Oh, she's no, my cats, they're lovely. Actually, Mimi is lovely. Mimi doesn't bite. Mimi is amazing. As is Jinxie Cat. But Bailey Cat can be a little bit funny. But she's actually she loves strangers. I think the thing is as well, you remember I said I used to be a florist. Well, I used to have a lot of people like come here, for like picking up flowers, and obviously people going to use our toilet, stuff like that. And so when I was here, like consultations or whatever, So they, apart from Mimi, the other two are quite used to having lots of people around them. Because now I teach sewing in here as well. They what are you doing? They yeah, they're quite used to a lot of people. But yeah, no, they. I'm glad you would be scared of them. Thank you, Suzanne. I know. Hello, Gillian. Welcome to you. What have you? Oh dear, she's knocked down the fabric for the Proud Lounge sash, the Proud Lounge rosettes. That's what she's done. Let's go and we'll just get this one done, and then I'm gonna. Is she entertaining you? I think she is, isn't she? What? Look at her! Look at her! Wait, where do you think you're going to jump to? Oh my goodness me! Are you stuck, Mimi? Are you stuck? Mimi's stuck. Mimi, are you stuck? Are you stuck? Can you hear her? Can you hear her meowing? What? She's like, help. No, she can get herself up there, Sarah. She can get herself down. Anyway, she's got to wait till I finish this and then I'll rescue her. What are you doing, my fluff ball? What are you doing? Right. There she goes. She's like Princess and the Pea now, because she's going to go and test out all those well, I've got a massive pile of cat quilts here, you know, for cats protection. So she's going to go and sort out those. I just want to make sure did I get that bit? Oh yeah, it's fine. Right, so right, let me see where she got. Me? Oh, there you are. Oh, careful. Careful. she you are not sitting on that. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. You cannot sit on the sashes. That is no, because they're satin. And what you're going to do. There she is. She'll literally cause a problem, won't she, with these? No, she's staying there now. Okay, right, hold on. Let me show you the handbag, okay? So yeah, so this is my handbag. Actually, well, technically speaking, this is the one that I always use when I'm out and about, like if I'm filming for my YouTube channel. I mean, I do have my other one. In actual fact, the other one, which is my patchwork bag that I made, I'm going to be making another one of those soon because it's getting a bit ropey, and I want to put, where is it? How do I show you? Mimi's like, what are we showing them? What are we showing? I want to put this colour strapping onto my other handbag. Because I like making scrappy handbags, crazy patchwork scrappy handbags with, so this is seatbelt fabric. This is seatbelt stuff, strapping. And I love making handbags with that. So yeah, so I'm going to be doing that at some point because I need another one. But anyway, so this is my handbag that I take when I go out filming, like that. And you will, there is pictures of it and photos of it, and it's really, really wonderful because actually it goes all the way down there, and it's by, can you see who it's by? Look, no, it's not by Mimi Cat. It's by Vendula London. That's who it's by. And it's got a proper presser foot and everything. It's got all like the little stitches, the little dial. It's got a dial on the side. It's got that. No, Mimi. It's got that on the back. Look, we're trying to show them the bag, and you're just being right in the way, aren't you? You're being right in the way. What are you doing? Are you going to move? What are you going to do? Look, because they can't see it. You need to see it. That's it, right? Anyway, so that's the back, and I'll show you it because so inside, it's got a whole section in the bottom. Voila, there is a section at the bottom where currently has my notebook and my pen and my hairbrush and that's where my glasses with cloth was. So that's all there. And then in this bit here is where I put all my camera system and everything that I film, that I use in there. And then this is the top bit, and it goes. I'm trying to hang on. I'm trying to get right. So in here, it goes all the way down to here. So there's a lot of space in it. So I've got I have my SHQA stickers. So I've seen any little kiddos, we give out the stickers to them. You are not having that. Oh my goodness me. I've got my cards to hold out. I've even got in the bottom snack bar. I got my lip seal. I got paracetamol. Loads and loads of stuff. Anyways, but there's absolutely loads of room in there. Yeah, you know, it doesn't look roomy, but me, come on. They can't see the bag. Go over there. Right. It doesn't look it. Yeah, it is definitely more roomy than you think it would be. I mean, what I did though was I'll show you the other one, okay? Because the other one is not as roomy. But what I did was I changed the strap. I changed it to that. Because the one that came with it was, in all honesty, was a bit boring, and it was actually like this yellow color but plain, and so I changed it to that one. And then I've got, and also you got a pin cushion on it as well, and the pin cushion I've put my little rosette with my name on it. So that's that one. But yeah, but it's great. I absolutely love it. And the reason why it was up there was because it's been sitting over here, and I had my iron on today, and so that's going to be up there. But I'll show you the other one. Let me show you the other one. And again on my YouTube and on my TikTok and everything, there is a reel of me opening this one. This was the cotton reel. Look at the cotton reel. Just going to do. Oh, honestly, they do amazing bags, Sarah. They do absolutely amazing bags. I don't know. You're in the UK, because if you're not, you know, I'd be very happy for you to send it to us, and then we can send it on. It wouldn't be a problem because they're really lovely bags. They're really lovely bags. Anyway, so this one, look, this one is a cotton reel. Look at that. It is a cotton reel. But this one is nowhere near as roomy as the sewing machine bag, without a doubt. Okay, because when you open it up, there's not really much room in it. Look, you can't. I mean, look, I'll get my hand in it. You see what I mean? Look, it's not. You can't. I don't really know what you could put in it. In all honesty, maybe a little bit of sewing. I mean, yeah, you'd get your phone in it. Just about. I mean, my phone is just good, but I think maybe you get maybe a phone and a hairbrush, and that'd probably be it. But yeah, but it's not. It's not. This one is nowhere near as practical as that one. However, it's amazing. I absolutely love it. It is lovely, isn't it? It is lovely. So yeah, so you can see who makes them, because it's on there. There you go. That's who makes them. Go and have a look. Their bags are lovely. And actual fact, I've actually over the years I've had quite a few of their bags, because I had the florist shop bag. I've actually got the sewing shop bag as well. And there were a few little other. They do nice little bits and bobs. Anyway, right, Mimi, you've either got to go or you got to move, because I want to sew another sash. How am I supposed to sew another sash with you there? Do you want to go over here, my mean? You want to go on the cat quilts? She might have to go in, I'm afraid, because I can't have her here. We will not get anything done with tonight. We will literally just be sitting stroking the cat tonight. That's what she wants. Look, she does actually need brushing every single day. She does need brushing. If you don't brush her, she gets you get a bit fluffy, don't you, me? And look how big her paws are. Look, they're massive. She's got massive paws, and she just licks. Look, that's all she does. She just licks you. Don't you, my fluff? She doesn't bite. She just licks. But she wants you to do that. She wants you to groom her. Don't you, me? Me. We're going to take you back in. What are we going to do? Because Mama needs to get some stuff done. I need to get some sewing done. She's like, you've been sewing all day. I miss you. Come back to me, Mama. Right, I'll tell you what. How about if I make you all cozy on Joshua's quilt? How about that? Joshua won't mind. Joshua won't mind if you're on Joshua's quilt. How about that? Do you want to go that? Hello, Kate. Welcome to you. Hope you're good. Yeah. Oh, I don't think so. She's making herself very, very cozy now. She literally is like, I'll just sit here and just groom myself. It is there's too much going on. Right. What are we gonna do with you? What are we gonna do? Because I need to do some stuff, Mimi. I need to do some stuff. You just want to be the star of the show again, don't you? She says, I want to do sewing. Why don't you go over on the cat quilts? You want to go? How about going under here? Look, under there. There's a nice little cubby hole under there. You want to go to the cubby hole? Or not go in the cubby hole? So yes, if you're watching me now, if you haven't met me before, my name is Rachel, and this is Mimi. This is Mimi the cat. I do want to do something, but we're gonna have to yeah, I think I've got to take her in, because otherwise we're just going to be here all night, just basically schmoozing. Me. Oh, and I'm sure you guys don't all tune in to watch me schmoozing a cat for like two or so hours, do they? Me, they don't. They don't. They don't want to see you. Ah, get off. Get off my top. Get off my top. You love watching the cat. Shall I keep her for the 2 hours then? She's like, no. How about if we see if she would stay, Julie? If she would stay and she would go to sleep, then it would be a problem. I mean, she will do eventually. This is the problem. She just wants schmoozing first. That is a big thing. But we won't get much done. I think I might see if I can get her to go on a quilt. Do you want to go on a quilt? Do you want to go on? Do you want to go on Joshua's quilt? Maybe we could see. You like the cat a lot. You like the cat purring. Oh yeah, she's a big old purrer, Suzanne. She definitely is. Look, you've had 41 minutes of schmoozing, Mimi cat. You have. And look, the fur's going everywhere. It's too much. It's too much. Right, say goodbye to everybody. Say it's my bedtime. I'm going to bed. You can see how big she is. Look, she's massive. Hang on. she's a big chunk. Look. She's just licking my arm. She's licking my arm. That's what she does. I know, yeah. Bye, Flu. Bye. Right, I'm going to take her in. Hold on a minute. We'll be here all night. Schmoozing the cat. Oh, right. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. So funny. She's so funny. Right, I'm back. And the cat has gone in. The cat has been taken in. Because otherwise we will literally be here like all night. And she'll just want schmoozing for, hello Tracy, welcome to you. She'll just want schmoozing for, like hours, and we won't get anything done. And I really want to get these done so we can get on to the bunting for the quilt show. That's what I want to get on to. Is that long enough? Okay, that's my pieces. Let's do this one. Then we've got one more to go. So yeah, so hope you enjoyed that little interlude of pussycats. So if the other two were out here, see Jinxie Cat, she would not be up here. She would just be in the other room, find a space, go to sleep. That is how Jinx rolls. Bailey Cat will do a little bit of schmoozing and then she'll go to sleep. Whereas Mimi, no, she wants you for forever. That's what she wants. She's like, no, I need you. I need you. She's a very friendly cat. She is definitely a very friendly cat. Anyway, let's get back to what we were doing before we were interrupted by a cat climbing up behind me. And that's the other thing as well, is that she just climbs. She is a climber, is our Bailey cat, our Mimi cat. They have very, very high up cat scratchy poles. And I can't remember who we got them from now, but we've had them for years. And they last forever because they're real chunky, massive ones. And she does like to lord it over the others and go up the top as much as she can. Like, I'm going up there. I'm just thinking, I think my sewing machine might need oiling. It's getting a little bit rattly. So we'll do that on the next one when we get to the end. So hopefully with all the noise of the aircon that I've got on, you can actually hear okay. I will go turn that off in a bit. When we go and do the bunting, get that prepped. I need to find, oh, it's down there, isn't it? I need to find the template that I've got, because I've got one template. So I've made a lot of bunting over time. And so if you saw our video of when we had our stands at quilt shows before, I made all that bunting. And so I've got like a special template I like to use. And I always use the same one. So I'm like, where is my template? And it's quite easy to make bunting, really. I don't know if you guys have ever made it, but it's quite good. And I do like to use. Hello, Sandra. How are you? Hope you're well. Did you manage to find me okay, Sandra? Because I think it got dinged earlier. I don't really know. You haven't missed very much. So well, I say missed much sewing, Sandra. You've missed the cats. I've just had to take the Mimi cat in, and she was fluffing everywhere. All right. Yeah, so what was we saying? Oh yeah, bunting. We're talking about bunting, weren't we? So yeah, so I've got a special template I like to use, and then I do do make it with what do you call it? Make it with what's the word? I can't even do the word. Binding, bias binding. That's the one. That's the one. I managed to get I make it with bias binding, and actually works quite well because it makes it quite quick. It definitely makes it quite quick. And so I'll probably have a look at what colour there is. So I have decided on what colour we're going to do the bunting in. Oh, you did get notified tonight. Oh, that's good then, Sandra. Good, good, good. I'm glad about that. I think because it literally pinged the minute my Mimi cat came on. And I've had that before because sometimes TikTok thinks like, I don't think it recognises it's a cat. I don't really know. But anyway, and sometimes it thinks that like someone's taking over the live stream. So, but you know, and like I said before, if you can't find me, if you log in, you can't find me, then have a look over on YouTube or any of the other channels because I will be over on there. And right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove this because I want to put some oil in my machine. I'm going to take the presser foot off first. So I'm going to lift this bit up. Oh, it's a bit fluffy. It's a bit fluffy. Right, we're going to get our gadgets. Let's get that. Let's get that. So we got our oil and our. Oh yeah, we can't leave that in the screen. That's one thing I remembered. Our oil and our brush, and I need to get my little special Hoover. Hopefully it's working. Right, but before I do that, I need a sip of my tea. You don't do anything else? You don't do anything. What does that mean, Sandra? Lovely, lovely. Right. Okay, and then then we're going to put some oil in it. I mean, the thing is with this kind of machine. Okay, you can see that there, right? Oh, YouTube, right. Okay. Yeah. So with these ones, they need a lot more love than your usual. You know, my other machine, as you know, in my small sewing room is a different brand, and it doesn't need no any much as buffing. I call it buffing the sewing machine like this one does. Anyway, so now I'm going to get my little Hoover and give it a little brush with the Hoover. Hold on. Aha, that's better. That's better. And right, we'll put that back in a minute. So now I can put this back on. Oh, actually, no, I need to do the oil first. Do the oil, a little bit of oil in it. You always have to put a little bit in it because it does. Yeah, these ones do need a little bit more oil than the others, without a doubt. 2 little drops is absolutely fine. Now, where is my fabric gone? Where is my fabric gone? Yeah, so I definitely do want to make that. Just found a little note. I'm thinking, what's that? What's that? I definitely do want to get on to making a scrappy another handbag. So whether we get onto that in the week, I really don't know. I mean, it is possible because my other one that I've got, so it's got blue straps, and the blue strap one is getting a bit ropey now. And so I will show you that one actually. I'll get that one in, not tonight, but maybe tomorrow. Get you in and show you that one. Right, let's just see. So you have to like stitch it down a bit. That's better. Look, no noise, no noise. Just get rid of that excess oil because you don't want to get any of the excess oil onto your fabric. that you're going about to stitch, and we definitely do not want them on our sashes, without a doubt. Right, so now this can go back. And then we're going to go the other side. So then we'll have one more to do, and then we're going to go and get on with that, with the bunting, getting the bunting prepared. Because actually, the thing is with bunting as well, which I always find, is that once you've trimmed up the fabric as to, oh my goodness, that's so much better, isn't it? Ah, they're so quiet. Yes, once you trimmed up the fabric for the bunting, actually the sewing I find doesn't actually take that long. I mean, there's various ways to do it. I mean, you can just obviously cut it into you can trim it into a triangle, then you can crinkle cut the edge. So there is that option, but I think I'm gonna go all out and do it nice, do it with two-sided fabric, I reckon. Let's just put that there. Yeah, so if you've got any questions you want to ask, if you're just joining now, and if you haven't met me before, my name is Rachel. And if you haven't followed me before as well, please do. Please click on the subscribe button. So I do actually have another video coming out Sunday night. Sunday night is going to be from when I went to the Scottish Quilting Show back in March. So that was coming out Sunday, and that actually shows it's really good, that one. It is really good, that one. And then there's going to be another one after. I'm not sure if that's going to be Wednesday or Sunday, which is going to be when I went to visit John James. You might remember I went to see John James Needles a little while ago, so that one's coming out. And yeah, there's always videos sitting waiting to go up. So do subscribe to our YouTube channel. I think you'll join in with the fun of that. Yeah, so the fabric that I've chosen for the bunting, because what I want to do, I am going to put lettering on it that says Junior Quilters. And well, so the fabric I've chosen essentially is a rainbow fabric, and we just thought, you know, let's do rainbows, let's do multiple colors. But then I've got some plain fabric as well. So what I need to work out is how many letters that is Junior Quilters. That's what I need to do, and then I'll probably do some more of it as well, I reckon. Right, so that's another one done. Put that one there. So we got 1, 2. This is the last one. Now the last one, I don't think that length is going to be enough, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to zigzag it together like we did the other night. If you remember that from the other night. Let me find my zigzag. Where is my zigzag? There's my zigzag. See, this is what I was having this conversation with everybody that I was sewing with today. And I do really love this machine because it has got these dials to make it longer, make it wider. That's what I love about this machine. But I've never used the embroidery section on it. At some point, maybe I will. Who knows when? I always say to my husband, I've got these things for later on if I decide to get into it. Right. There we go. So that's all stitched together. So now we're going to stitch this one on, and then we'll go into the other room. And oh my goodness, it's 9:15. That's the thing about having Mimi in here, isn't it? Oh, here comes Lisa. Hello, Lisa. That's the thing of having Mimi cat in here. She's very, very distracting, very time-consuming, distracting cat. I bet you she's probably indoors now, and she is meowing to come back out. And my poor husband is probably like, take her out there with you. That's probably what is going on right now, I reckon. Let's just fling this up over my shoulder. There we go. So are you good, Lisa? Hope you had a good Friday. I'm getting ready for the weekend. So what are you up to, guys, this weekend? I can't believe it's the 1st of August, can you? 1st of August tomorrow. Oh dear. It is getting very, very close to our show. So we are now 5 weeks today off off, I'll show you. What am I making? Well, I'm a little bit behind at the moment, Lisa, because I've had my Mimi cat out here for the last kind of like 40 minutes, and she was very distracting. So I'm just putting for us. These are our sashes for our quilt show. If you haven't seen these before, here comes the lovely Heidi. I was just telling everybody about you, Heidi. You're now one of our official team, which is very exciting. Yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm putting the backing onto one of the last one of the So Happy to Help sashes. Oh, so my sewing studio, Julie, is it's separate. It's a separate building, so it's in our garden. That's where it is. So it used to be my floristry studio. Oh, it never started off as a sewing studio. It used to be my floristry studio from when I did floristry for like 12 years. And this room that I'm in now was where I used to do all my consultations and make all the flowers. And then the brides and their couples would come along and collect their flowers from here. And then the other room, if you've seen the other room, where oh, you're over the moon. Well done. Good. So yeah, so one over in the other room, that is the one that I used to store all the flowers in there, and now obviously I store all my fabric in there, Julie. So I'm really, really over the moon that's like that. But yeah. So anyway, so I didn't ask your question, did I, Lisa? What we're making tonight? So what we're making is I'm just putting the last piece of hexiform onto the back of this sash, and then that's all the sash is done for the quilt show, which is very exciting. And then we're going to get on to make the bunting. We're going to make the bunting for the junior quilters stand. That's what I need to do tonight. And depending on time, because I'll probably be on till about, I don't know, about 10:30 maybe. We might get to do some of the ghost quilts tonight. We'll see, because we're a bit behind because of the Mimi cat. You missed the Mimi cat, Heidi. You missed the Mimi cat. She's not long gone in. She's been out there causing trouble. She has been. She's been causing trouble. Yes, have you got any other questions you want to ask? Please do. Please let me know. And if you're just joining now on any of our social media platforms, if you're on YouTube or any of the others, I can see the comments. So do make a comment. And if you haven't met me before, my name is Rachel. And if you can see Heidi in the chat on YouTube, she is also one of our SHQA team. You're going to get a team sash now, Heidi. You're going to get a team sash. She was being a little mink. She was climbing up here, all up here, all over there. She's climbing everywhere. She is what she was doing. She was climbing everywhere. She's just such a monkey. Right, so this one's nearly done. Then we're going to go in the other room. I'm going to get a sip of tea first. Then we're going to make up the. I was saying, Heidi, that I've got a special template, for my bunting. I'll show you it in a bit because it's very fancy. It's the bestest template of bunting you can get. Just you wait. It's going to be. I'm going to get it out in a minute. We're nearly there on the last one. So I don't know. I've still got all these bits of hexiform. Don't know what I'm going to do that. I mean, I can't. It's 3 inches wide, isn't it? So it might be 3-inch squares. Maybe I could do a 3-inch square. That might be exciting. A 3-inch square quilt. Or I could make them into triangles, I suppose. 3-inch half square triangles, maybe. Don't know. We'll think about that at some point. We will definitely think about that at some point. I'll just use a triangular. Well, mine's even better than that, Heidi. You're going to see it in a minute. It's literally sitting there. I'll show you in a minute. You're going to laugh when you see it. You're going to be like, what? It does work. It does work. It really does. Let's just get the last one stitched down. Right. Woohoo! The last sash is ready for the quilt show. Wonderful. So if you haven't seen these sashes before, I'm going to show you. So these are the So Happy to Help sashes who our volunteers are wearing. And then on the back, it has got free to join and with our QR code. So if you want to scan the QR code, you're very, very welcome to, because it definitely does work. I'll just leave that for a minute, just so you can try it. We need a bunting dye. Oh dear. Do you mean like a you know, like an AccuQuilt thing, one of those? Is that what you mean, Heidi? One of those? We don't need one of those, Heidi. Let me show you what you need. Are you ready for this? You need a piece of paper like that. That is my template. That is my template for my bunting. Did that make you chuckle, Manda? Did that make you chuckle? This is my paper template. That is, yeah, there you go. No, you just need one of these, Heidi. That is my trusty. It's got, look, trouble is though, it's got loads of pins in it, because I do get a bit, you know, fancy, and I do pin it. So let's go. That's it. That is my template. That is what I've used to make all of our SHQA bunting. Right. First thing, I'm going to get a sip of tea, and then we're going to go into the other room. It's really hot tonight. The tea's really hot because I put it in a flask. Usually, obviously, I have the one that's like, you know, doesn't have a lock on it. That's the one I usually have when I'm in the car. This is my car one. Anyway, the other ones are all in the dishwasher, so I was like, what am I going to use? Anyway, let's go and prep this. We're going to take that. We're going to take that. I'm going to grab you guys. Oh, look, it's 5 minutes to chirpy. How exciting. I'm definitely turning that aircon off because I'm feeling a bit cold now. Take you up. There we go. Ba, 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 ba. Right. Let's just, the first job, turn you to there. Okay. Right. I'm going to put, before I turn my aircon off, I'm just going to put the excess hexiform away, because it has its own boxes. These are the other sashes that are going to go in the sash box. I actually need to get a tray. That's what I need to get. Right, let me just turn my aircon off. Hold on a minute. That's the one. Doing the wrong one. Oh, glorious. Isn't it glorious when the aircon goes off? It's like it's like that thing, isn't it? It's like, do you have the noise or do you have the cool air? What do you choose? That's the problem. What do you choose? Anyway, look, so I think what we're going to do is, so this is what I've chosen, okay, we chose this earlier. I think oh, it's definitely high tech, without a doubt. Definitely. And I'm going to use Heidi. You know what I'm going to use? I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this. I'm going to use it. So Heidi, who's currently over on YouTube, she made me this, and it's very, very cute. We're going to use that. And so basically, you need very, I don't know, you know, I'm just going to talk you through bunting if you haven't made bunting before. But you need a wonderful paper template. If you want one, maybe I could like copy mine for you and send it to you if you like that. And it was after lots of trial and tribulations, you know, of making different bunting. That's what it was. In fact, I need to find that box. Somewhere is my box with my SHQA bunting in it. Anyway, so then what I try and do is use it to the max you possibly can, okay? And so I'm going to basically get my fabric. Get your fabric ready. So I'm going to try and trim as many as I can in one hit. That is the plan. If you're wondering why I'm saying trim, it's because the other word that you would use, you cannot say it on TikTok. So that is what that's about. Right. So then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop a pin, 2 pins through it. Now I know this has got lines on it. I'm not going to get too fancy about making sure the line, because obviously the bunting is going to be, you know, moving. And so I'm going to try and trim it there to trim it there. Then we take that off and then we move it, you see. So we should get quite a few. That is the plan. So And I do use these as well. I'm not going to rotary it because the thing is, here's the thing, okay? If you rotary it, then it's very easy to accidentally go through your paper template with your rotary, and you don't want to do that. So now I'm going to snip these ones. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use all this fabric up until we've used, oh, so that is the first, first 40. See, don't you just love that template? So now what you do is, obviously you're going to lay it this way. Now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to preserve my fabric as much as I possibly can. So I'm going to trim that way, and then we should have a bit here. We might be able to get some more. I mean, it's possible you might get some more out of it, but I don't know. We will see, people. We will see. Right. And I'm going to go that way. Voila. You see? And you just keep doing that. You just keep doing that. We're just going to keep on going. Keep on going on our bunting. And then what we'll do is... hold on. Gonna pop that back in. And yeah, and so like I said, so my very amazing template has been used for quite a lot of bunting, so I know it's going to come out okay. I have used it on a lot. And I think I just drew it one day because I was thinking, because there were some fat quarters that I got, and they actually did come with a pattern for bunting, but the triangle on it was so small once you stitched it through, and I thought, yeah, no, I want mine to be a bit bigger than that. So let's put that there. So yeah, it was a case of, right, make your own then. Make your own. So is this how you've been doing yours, Heidi? Actually, I don't think, actually, can you see? I've just realised, I don't think you guys can see. Let me just take that back. I know you TikTokers can see. Hold on. There you go. Is that better? I just realised. So these are the other three colours that we're going to do with it. These ones. Don't want it. There we go. Right. Actually, if I come up a little bit, I just realised I can see. You can see. You can see. You can see. So, oh, we missed Chirpy. Quick. Let's go see him. Here he is. Ah. See you at 10 o'clock, Chirpy. I think he needs a new hat. I think he needs it. Right, now I've got to position you all over again. Hold on. That one, that one, that one. Okay. We are good to go. We are good to go. Right. So, I mean, I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying my best to use the fabric in a, in an economical way. That's basically what I'm saying. In an economical way, to try and use it as best as I possibly can. I was thinking that actually, I know I'm going to be using I'm going to use the binding, the bias binding for the top of them, but that's really, really pretty. That is really pretty. So we'll do a few, and then we're obviously there is no way we're not going to get this finished tonight. By no means. We're going to carry on with it tomorrow night, because I have to sew all of the triangles, and then obviously you have to connect them all, and then so at the moment I was saying earlier, wasn't I, that I wanted to work out how many I needed, but we can do that separately. We can get all of the triangles stitched. I mean, there is a much quicker way of doing it. Okay, a much quicker way of doing it. If you wanted to make really, really simple bunting, and the most simple bunting is to get yourself a scissors that is like, I don't know where they are. Where are they gone? You know, the pink in shears one. I can't find them. Yeah. So if you've got pink in shears scissors, those ones, then you could literally just do one piece of fabric, and you could just do like snip it down and then connect it with a piece of ribbon. There's your bunting. I mean, that's like the most easiest way to make it. However, I am making this one a little bit more fancy, only because I want it to last, because we are going to be using it for other things. Because the other bunting that I made for our SHQA stand before, so I made, I wish I could find it. I'll see if I can find it tomorrow. It's probably in the cupboard, isn't it, Heidi? It's probably in the cupboard. Anyway, it's the one that I made before. Well, I've got one that's got our website on it, and then I've got one that's got Shine Embrace Wellbeing on it, because that is our ethos. And then the other one that we've got is the So Happy Quilters Association. So there is actually like 3 big long lengths of bunting that I've got. And actually, if you go onto our I'm trying to think, how can you see it? If you go onto our YouTube channel, there's a couple of videos that does show it. One of them is our sewing retreat from October last year, or November last year. That one has got the bunting in it, so you can see it in that. And then the other one is when we had our stand at Malvern in October last year. Yeah, so there's that one. That's actually quite a good one. So you can see the bunting, and it makes a huge difference. I really think it does. And I think, especially, you know, if you want to make some really quick, then that's amazing. You know, can do some. But if you want it to last, you want to get it out for lots of different like events. You know, like I know that some people put up bunting safe for the Eurovision. We've been known to put it up for the Eurovision. We've also been known to put it up for any royal family events like weddings and stuff like that. And the coronation, in our own house, we've put bunting up. It's like, yeah, it's good fun, isn't it? Makes you feel like you're at a party. I just saw the AI summary pop up. What the AI summary says: sharing a tutorial for making fabric bunting. Ask for a copy of the template. That's what the AI summary says. Oh my goodness me. Well, AI summary, I don't know about that. TikTok always does that. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, so if you're over on this screen and you're watching me on YouTube or any of the other ones, then I do have a second screen that has all the TikTokers on it. So if you want to change, you want to go over that side, you can. It is a slightly different view, but it's not much of a different view. Yeah, so AI TikTok likes to give me like a little AI summary every so often. I don't know why. I have absolutely no idea why. And I'm going to find out that one day. And I absolutely also do not know why it gives us like a little game to play every so often. So when the game appears, I will let you know. It doesn't. I don't know if you're still there, Leanne. Do you get that little game to play? It's quite good. It's quite good fun. Little puzzle game. Yes. So the other thing that's really exciting as well today, you know, we had the other night where we were opening all those boxes. Well, I had more boxes arrive today, and the one that came today was some wonderful raffle prizes from our really great friends at EQS. Yeah, there's some fabric. Yeah, you do. To check if someone's still there. Yeah. Not just running it. I know. I'm glad I'm not the only one that gets it. That's what I thought it was for Leanne. That's what I thought it was for. So yeah, so we've got some really, really great raffle prizes for our quilt show, and they came today, donated by EQS. I need to do a little video with them tomorrow. Actually, I'll get that. That's another thing on my list of jobs to do tomorrow. And they gave us a big bundle of wadding. That's exciting. It's very heavy as well. And then they also gave us some fabric, some fat quarter bundle, and a jelly roll bundle. So yeah, I'm really, really grateful to that. I need to send them a little email and say thank you very much, because that came while I was on my thing today. Yes, there's another thing we're going to be doing at our our quilt show is we are going to have a little raffle. Why not? Why not indeed? And there may well be some of my own patterns and my kits in it, I'm thinking, potentially. We're thinking about the big prize, the big prizes. Right. I have no idea how many we've done. No idea. See, look, my paper's still holding out. It is still holding out. It's got lots of pinholes in it now, though. That is the thing. But we are getting close to the end as to how, if this is going to work right at the end. Now, this bit of fabric, okay, it is really, really, really pretty because it's obviously rainbows, as you can see. It's like a rainbow fabric, and it's got like silver lines in it. It kind of reminds me of that fabric that I got when I went up to London recently. You know that one. Can't say it, the brand, but it's a bit like that with the silver dashes in it. And I think I got this when I went to Arizona. I'm sure I did. I'm sure I got it last year. I don't think it's this year's purchase. I think it was a last year purchase. Right. There we go. And let me see. I don't know whether this gap in the middle, this bit in the middle, is going to be enough for the rest of if we can get any more out of the middle bit. I don't think so. We'll soon find out. We'll soon find out. Let me just move that up to there. Yes, so I've got quite a bit of filming to do, actually. It does go like that, actually, you know. I do have so I've got to finish off Joshua's quilt video. That I've got to do. And obviously another little promotion one for our quilt show that's got to go out. And there was something else I was thinking, oh yeah, I need to do that one. I'm like, which one is it? Which one is it? Right, let's look at that. Yeah, it didn't know what I was made, but card. Thank you, Amanda, for liking my live. Thank you so much. If you want to share it as well, please do. Please share my live if you want to. If you're on any of our social media platforms, you want to ask a question, please ask a question because I can see the comments. And if it's anything, you know, sewing related or anything about what I'm making or anything about me, then you're very welcome to ask. Whether I answer it or not is another matter. We will see. Right, okay, so that is those. Now they're my scraps. So my scraps can go down in my scrappy box, which is right down there. Let's see, are we going to get any out of the middle? Now, obviously, if we are able to, it's going to be a different direction, isn't it? And that'll be a bit fancy, won't it, Heidi? That'll be a bit fancy. Let's see. Oh, look at that. That's a big no. That's a big no, literally. Even if I did it that way, it's just going over. Oh, no. Oh, well. It was worth trying. It was worth... Oh, hang on. Oh, look at that. I could get one out of there. Should we just have like a one wonky one? That's what I reckon. There's got to be a one wonky bunting. I just remembered something, actually. There was someone else that I made loads of bunting for, and that was from my good friend Emma at her pub that she owns. They wanted loads of bunting to go out in their beer garden. That's what I made. I remember that now. Right. I might keep that for as it's like a strip. I know exactly where that's going to go. Right, that's a scrap. Look how funny that is. Look, I'm gonna trim that out of there. How funny is that? Right. I've probably got way more than we actually need. So I'm gonna write a list in a minute. If I can get the one that says junior quilters, and then I might do two more lengths of it, because we're going to mix it. I'm going to mix that with the orange and the blue and the red. So what I'm going to do, yeah, it's very precious, this template. I wouldn't know what I would do if I'd lost it. Oh, that's going to be a fancy one. Look at that one. That was going to be very fancy. So those ones are going to go that way. And that one's going to go that way. Love that. Absolutely love that. Why not? Have it completely different. Right. I need to get... What is this? I'm like, that's fine. That's scrap. Right. So, oh no, hang on. A pencil that actually worked would be good, wouldn't it? Here's Jessica. How are you, Jessica? Are you good? You missed lots of fun tonight. We've had Mimi, Cat and all sorts in here. Right. Junior. And then a space. And then quilters. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Right, we need 15. Okay, so this could be quite, this actually might be quite doable tonight. It's because 15, 15, 15. Hold on. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Right, so let's do this. So it's going to be a rainbow, a red, a blue, an orange, a rainbow, a red, a blue, an orange, a rainbow, a red, a blue, and an orange, a rainbow, a red, and a blue. Right, so I need to make 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So just to do the junior quilters, we're not actually going to be able to do very much. Ah, very good. Thank you, Jessica. I'm just doing a little bit of calculations right now. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 red. 1, 2, 3. 3 oranges. Okay. Right. 3 oranges. Okay. So so what we'll do is, obviously there's way loads of bunting there, so I only need 15 flags to make junior quilters. So yeah, so basically Jessica, I've finally started on the junior quilters bunting, and I've got my very fancy template, aka my piece of paper. And I'm loving my piece of paper. So I'm going to do, what did I say on the orange? I said 3 on the orange, didn't I? Okay. That is very doable. Very doable. Oh, look, AI, somebody is saying, making a rainbow quilt and explaining fabric scraps. I'll take that one. Take that one tonight. How are you, Jessica? Anyway, have you had a good Friday? Have you recovered from all of your family being there? I'm kind of like doing this, I could double this one up, you know, like I doubled up the rainbows. Well, this one I'm just doing like one at a time, because I need 3, don't I? 3 orange, 4 blue, 4 red. We would definitely do more, because I just want to get the junior quilters done if we can. We'll see how we go. I'll have a look, see what it looks like. What my bunting? I'm hoping it's going to come out all right. Just checking everybody can see. Yeah, so today, so if you're just joining now and you didn't hear me chatting earlier, today has been a really lovely, wonderful day. We had our day 2 of our Not Going to Festival Quilts events, which was a completely free Zoom sewing day for our followers and our members to get involved in, and that was really great fun. And we did quite a lot. I actually did quite a lot. I've now got 50 of those keyring holders finished, so that's exciting. And that one is a little bit of trimming across the top. I've slightly moved that down. Hello Angie, welcome to you. Hope you're good. Right, that's 3. I'm gonna do, and I've done my 3 that I need, but I'm going to probably do another 2, because then that's this bit finished, isn't it? That's the plan. Anyway, yeah, so that's what I had today. Had the little Zoom sewing thing today. And then tomorrow, I've got my G's Bend inspired workshop. If anybody wants to sign up to that, you can do. Just go onto our events page, click on the join button. You can sign up to that. And that's going to be exciting as well tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that one. And then Sunday, we're just going to get ready for some shopping. So Sunday, TikTok is going into shop mode. How exciting is that? I haven't put it in shop mode for a little while. We will get it in shop mode. Which is going to be quite good fun. Right. How are you, Angie? Are you good? Have you had a good Friday? I cannot believe it is the 1st of August tomorrow. I mean, how crazy is that? This year is just flying past. Okay, that one. Oh, I just read it. You're making Hogwarts throw pillows. Wonderful. Well, were you working on those yesterday, Jessica? I think you were, weren't you? Okay. So I'm going to, where should I put this? I'm thinking, I'm just gonna, I think, where do I put it? Where do I put it? Let's put it there. Right, so we've done the orange. So now we need 4 blue. Actually, what I might do to be, so it's quicker, is, oh, I'm just doing 2 at a time, aren't I? If I fold this out and then do that, there you go. That's better. Ha. A little bit crinkly on the edge, this one, but that'll be all right. We're going to snip it up there. Right, so now my cats absolutely love, these. So that is not going to happen because it's going back on there. They're like, I want it. Especially Mimi cat. When she comes out here, she literally wants to play with that. She's like, I want, where's those bands? And Bailey cat, oh my goodness, Bailey goes mad for them. Some of those bolts, so those bolts actually came from, originally came from a shop that was closing down. And actually it's the same, this fabric came from the same people that we got all those cotton reels from that's in the other room. And yeah, and so, but I am slowly getting through it. Actually, there was a lot more, and so this is all solids. It's called Kona Solids fabric, this one, and it's really lovely because it's like 100% cotton, so it's really, really nice. And yeah, so I'm actually getting through it because the solids used to go all the way along, so I have actually used some, so it does get used. And I was thinking today when I was looking through my boxes down there that actually there is some fabric down there that needs to be belonging on the shelf, so we might have to do that at some point. We might have to go through the boxes. I think, oh, I just realized I was going to go that way. Sorry. I'm like, oh no, that's not the right way. I think, hello, Nick's Notions. Welcome to Nick's Notions. Hope you're good. Right. Yeah. Yeah. So I think at some point I'm going to have a whole day when we literally will do nothing but tidy up and sort out. It may well be after the quilt show because it's going to be an absolute up to our eyeballs in here. As we get closer to the quilt show, there's going to be a lot more stuff in here. So, we'll probably do that after the quilt show, I reckon. Anyway, so what do we want? We wanted 4, didn't we? 4 blue. So that's our 4 blue. There's our 4 blue. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what did I say? I said 3 oranges, didn't I? 1, 2, 3. Okay. So that can go there. That can go there. That can go there. That's the spares right now. I am just going to trim the these ones. So we've got those ready as well. What are we on? 20 past 9. Well, we're doing well. I think we will get some stitched. I reckon. Never know. You'll be this is the thing with making bunting. And Jessica, have you ever made bunting? Do you like making bunting? I think the things with bunting as well is that yes, you have. Where I think the thing is with bunting as well, once you've got it, It's one of those things that you can like bring out for like parties. You've got, see, you've got the art night. So I've never heard of it. I've got the R. When tonight? The Bunting. You might have to let. I don't know, Jessica. I'm puzzled on that one. Got the R. Got the R. I got any using my new pin cushion. Oh, can you see the? Can you see an R then? You can see an R. Oh, I didn't know that. How interesting. Yes, I did, because Mimi Cat got in the screen, Jessica, and it pinged literally straight after Mimi Cat got in the screen, and I think, and I can only conclude that is why. And you know what? I've done the little appeal on it, and well, it is what it is until it is not. That's my thinking. You won't let me. Oh, wow. I wonder why that is then. Very, very strange. Yeah. So anyway, so I think it's because of the Mimi Cat getting in the screen. That's what it is. Yeah, that probably is why you can't repost it. But you know, it is what it is. Like I said, until it is not. Oh, hang on. Do not snip into my paper template. I must admit, now the aircon is off, I'm feeling a bit hot. I'm feeling a bit hot. Okay, so you can probably see that what I'm doing is I'm organising the scraps, and I do that as I go along all the time, because it does help your future person if you organise it all. So I've like little scraps that I'm probably just going to throw away, something like that. Can't do much of that apart from put it in as stuffing. So the stuffing I have down here, and then over this side is like medium, like tiny-ish scraps, and then and then these bits here I will keep that for like scrappy quilting. So I'll put that in my scrappy quilting box, which actually technically is one of the ones over there. And so that's kind of why I suppose when I'm doing this kind of thing, I'm a little bit maybe slower than some people, because I do organize all of my scraps as I go, rather than getting it into a big pile and then working it all out at the end. Right, let's see. Okay, that's going to be right for there. This is just the red one now. So how many do we need to do on the red? Right, snip that up. We needed to do 4 on the red. Yeah. 4 on the red. Oh, and so AI Summer is now saying making a quilt using fabric scraps. I'm not quite sure about that one, AI Summer. But I'm making a quilt too. I'm making bunting. I love that. Thank you, Manda, for liking my live. Thank you so much. Right. I'm just going to get this 4 done, and then I'm going to go to the other room because I am feeling a bit hot. It's amazing how hot it gets, isn't it? How warm it gets. I mean, is it a warmer day today? I've been so busy today, actually. Haven't really. So look, so this is what I do. Okay, so this one will go into the box down here, because that's our little strips, and these ones, which are a little bit bigger, will end up in a pile like that will go into like a scrappy my scrap box, my other, for when I'm doing like city quilting and stuff like that. And you know what, I still think I haven't done that on live on TikTok yet, and on live streams. I think I will at some point. Right, okay, so we've got 2 reds. That's going to go like that. Going to put that there. Yeah, so remember to set your alarms for Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock. I will be live onto all of our social media platforms with our Let's Go Shopping to the SHQA shop. That is what we're doing. And I'm going to show you all what's in our TikTok shop and what's in our SHQA shop, which basically is on our website. And just tell you about that really. So yeah, so that I probably won't keep. That's going to go into stuffing. So I'll put that down here. And the stuffing, when I make things like the scrappy dolls, if you've seen that video on YouTube, making scrappy dolls, I put that stuffing into there. So there is, okay, that's full. So we've done it. I'm going to leave that there for now, leave that with my template, but so I don't run the risk of it going anywhere, I'm going to pin it Going to pin it to the fabric so we don't lose it. We're going to take that. We're going to take that. We'll take you guys. We'll go into the other room and we will go and do some sewing. Have you considered wearing a microphone? It won't matter. Ah, well. So the aircon's actually off right now, actually, Julie. But I do have a fan on in the other room. But well, I mean, I do have a microphone. I don't know how that would interact with the YouTube one though. No, not with the TikTok screen. I don't know. I will ask. Hold on a minute. Let me just put you down. Yeah, so I do have a little microphone system. In fact, I have many microphone systems in all honesty. But Tiana, hang on a minute, I'm just going to read that. What did you say, Tiana? Your loudly announces presence. Is that what your cat? Your cat's called Jamie. Okay. So I'm going to do, so with the rainbows, I need 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 rainbows. Okay, 4 rainbows. Yeah, so it could be possible, maybe, Julie. I don't know. I'll have to ask my technical department, aka my husband, because he'll have a look into that. I don't know how that would interact with that though. I don't know. I know when I'm filming, I have mics on, and I have a little one for my phone. Oh, actually, that might. Yeah, but then you see, it's that wouldn't work. Oh, there's no reason for you to be warm. Oh, well, no. I know. Usually, I have this. Usually, I have my fan in me next to me, so don't worry. It's probably because I need that on, and I need a sip of my tea. That's probably what it is. It's getting a little bit cooler. But no, thank you so much for thinking about that. But yes, no, I should have just next time, Julie, just say, Rachel, go get your fan. Go and find your fan. And I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll go and get my fan. Sometimes I get too involved in like the sewing that I'm doing. I'm thinking, right, okay. So we've got 1. Is that right? 2, 3, 4. Can't believe there's only 4 rainbows. That's a bit disappointing. We've got loads of rainbows. I think we might need more rainbows. I mean, technically, let me just see. Actually, let me just see if we could do all of the Julie quilters in rainbows without. I mean, it's slightly going off piece now. This is Heidi. If you're still watching, no, so you're in a constant state of heat. Yeah. No, I can't claim that one. I don't know what my temperature is here. My little Norwegian gnome would tell me. He's up there. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to count it. I'm going to see. Hang on. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, right. I'm going to completely change this now. Yeah, go all rainbows. That's what I'm doing, Heidi. So look, that's going to be that's enough to do junior quilters. That's what I've got left. And then we can add those ones in with all the others. Let's do that. Let's do that. I think that'll be much prettier. And then these will be added in for like the other bits. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Right. I'm just going to make sure though, before we, oh, hang on, there is something else, isn't there? Because you don't just, I need 2 extras because I need 2 extras for the beginning and the end. Right. So 1, 2. 2. Okay. So we got 1 and then we got J, U, N, I, O, R, and then of course you've got a space. Now I think, oh Lottie, you're saying I'm very posh. I'll take that, Lottie. I mean, I don't think I am. I just think I've got a southern accent. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do that one for the middle, Heidi. That's what I'm going to do. So they'll go that way, then the middle one will be that way. Right. So then that's the middle, and then Q, U, I, L, T, E, R, S, and then a space at the end. Amazing. Amazing. There we go. How exciting is that? Right. Let's get sewing the bunting. And the next thing, actually, I'll tell you what we can decide as well. Let me get out my what's it called? My bias binding. Right, you got it. Right down the bottom. Of course it is. Oh no, that's the bag strap. No, you are bag strapping. Where's my bias binding gone? Well, that's weird. My... Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. That. All right. Okay. Okay. I got more of that strapping for a bag again. So that's really exciting. Right. Okay. I found it. It's in here. Oh, actually, so do you know what? So there is. Now that would be nice, wouldn't it? Look, so that would really show up. So we got that colour. So this is obviously for the lettering, okay? That's the lettering. And then I've got a pink. I mean, there is a cream. The cream with the cream. Oh, the cream would stand out. However, we could use that for the. Hang on a minute. I wonder whether the green. I quite like the green. Look, what do you think? I quite like the green. I mean, the other option is pink, but then we don't want the boys to think it's all girly. We got pink. The green or the pink? What do you reckon? The green. Yeah, I think the green. I mean, technically it's lime green. There is actually a dark green for the lettering. I don't know whether there'd be enough there though. That's my only concern. Oh, there is. Hang on. I did have a lot more, didn't I, Heidi? I might have sent it to someone. Look, okay. I do have a burgundy. What do you think? That's a burgundy. That's the green. Oh no, the green stands out, doesn't it? Really, really well. Yeah, we'll do the green. I think there's enough green to do the lettering for junior quilters. The dark green, there's a lot less. Look, a lot less. So that's not gonna work. But I do have this colour, which could be the strapping across the top. So that's gonna work. Woo! I'm really excited about this. You do not know how excited I am. I'm like, oh, this is going to be such fun. Such fun. Oh, I don't know who it was. Oh, I don't think they're here actually. Asking about the donkey. Right. Okay, we don't need that for now. We're going to leave that here. Yes, look, right. So this is what we're going to do. Now, obviously, we need to sew it right side of fabric to right side of fabric. Let me just do something a minute. There we go. That's better. That's better. Now, more than likely they're probably going to get eggy. Well, they've already got eggy, haven't they? Right. So I'm going to do right side of fabric to right side of fabric. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch down one side to the bottom and then straight up. And then I always leave, I don't know if this is how you're doing yours, Heidi, but I always leave the top completely open because you've got the blue. I thought you had the blue. I always leave the top completely open because that's where the binding's going to go. So you don't need to like make it complete triangle. And then also try and keep it on like a 1/4 inch stitch. I mean, as long as the stitching around the edge is exactly the same, then that is not a problem. So when you get to the bottom, I'm sure a lot of you have made bunting before anyway, but you're going to keep the needle in lift the needle up and turn it around and come down the other side. And then we'll do all of them, and then we will turn them. We'll turn them through. There's one, one off the production line. So now I'm going to do this one, right side of fabric to right side of fabric. Like I said, I pop a little pin in it. That'll stop it from moving. I mean, it shouldn't really move anyway, but you never know. When you don't want it to move, it will. That's the thing. I don't think so. I might have to turn it on off. It's going to go a bit funny. So it's now saying that it doesn't have any cotton in it. And as you can see, it does. It is all thoroughly... where is my... Oh, there, let me get those ones. Them ones. It is thoroughly got cotton in it. And it's just been silly. So what we're going to do... We're going to do what we did last night. We're going to turn it off. And then we're going to turn it back on again. I mean, you shouldn't really have to do that, really. But like I was saying the other day, there is a high chance that this sewing machine needs to go for service because it has been over a year and I have done an awful lot of sewing on it on the last year. And it's not as if I don't have a spare, because I do. And, yeah. I was just thinking the queue is going to be really, really tight on there. But we'll do it. We'll do it. I mean, I've done it before, haven't I? When I did the... Now you're going to behave yourself. Little Miss Machine. There we go. If it happens again, then we're going to have to re-thread the machine. Right, we've got to re-thread the machine. Because quite clearly, turning it on and off did not do anything to help us. See, it's saying on there, it has no cotton. But it does. It has loads of cotton. I don't even know why it needs to get eggy. Up and down and down and down and into there. So it's had its oil. It's had its de-fluffing situation. So it's not that. It's had a little hoover. So it's not that. But yeah. These things are sent to hold us up when we're trying to get a bit of sewing done. Hello, Safi. Welcome to you. Hope you're good. On this lovely Friday. Yes, so tomorrow is the 1st of August. Can you believe that? We are way more than halfway through the year now. Right. To the bottom. I think we might have won. Let's have a look. Otherwise, you will get relegated and I will get the other machine out. She doesn't want to, like, show herself up. She's like, no. There's another one done, so we're just going to do a little bit of this. Yes, if you want to ask any questions while I'm sewing the flags for our bunting, then please do ask. I can see the comments. And if you're watching on TikTok, if you haven't watched me before, or on YouTube, you haven't met me before, my name is Rachel, and I am the CEO and founder of the So Happy Quilters Association. And we are all about sewing for well-being and just enjoying our process of sewing and just having fun, really, not worrying about, is it perfect or our stitch is perfect, because it's just about enjoying the process of sewing. And also our membership is completely free. So if you want to sign up to that, you can just go over to our website and click on the join button and sign up to our membership. We have some lovely newsletters that go out. We've actually got our next one going out tomorrow, being the 1st of August. And then I think there's going to be a little quilt show one. So I've got about a week's gap now until I start writing the next one. Although the next one technically will be a really, really short one. And it's just about the quilt show. And then after that, there'll be so they come out at the end of the month or the first day of the month. And I was thinking actually today that the August one, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to put in that at the moment. It's probably going to be all about our events at the moment and what our updates on our charities, I think, because obviously I haven't really done much traveling. I'm not doing much traveling in August because I'm staying very firmly in the Brighton area, getting ready for the quilt show because there's a lot of work to do. So we've got our roadside banners to go up. So our flags is something that I need to be working on as well soon. I'll be doing those, and they will not take long at all because they're not like this. They're going to go outside. They're going to go outside on the entrance to the quilt show. So there's going to be loads of colourful flags, and yeah. So that's another thing I got to think about. Getting the bits and bobs for that, and yes, there's a bit more planning to go. And then what are we going to do after that? Well, it's kind of, everybody keeps saying to me, what are you going to do? I'm like, well, let's just get the quilt show done, and then we'll be on to the next thing, which is very exciting. We've always got our charity things going on. There's always nice little bits and bobs that are turning up, like nice comfort coasters and the cat protection quilts, and of course at the moment, in the that's the other thing, in the newsletter that's coming out, there's that information on the baby incubator quilts for a Scotland hospital. They've asked us to help them to promote it, so that's going to be in the one that's coming out tomorrow. And it's a really lovely thing, and I might at some point be making some little baby quilts, and the sizes are on there that they want them to be. So have a look out for that. We'll be chatting about that at some point. Let's get this done. So this bit can be a little bit tedious, I think, when you're doing each little flag individually. And like I was mentioning earlier, you could easily, I mean, if you got a fabric that had but the solids where both sides are the same color, then whereas this one obviously has a right side and a wrong side to the fabric. But if you had a fabric where it's the right side on both sides, then you could just use your pinking shears to make it into the triangle shape, and then just stitch it along with ribbon along the top. I mean, that is a much easier and quicker way to do it. But I do want these to last, so that's why I'm doing fabric on both sides. Yeah. Yes, if you got any questions you want to ask, please do ask. And it's much more fun. It's much more fun for me when people ask questions. Otherwise, I'll just witter on and just talk about what I've been up to and what is coming up, really. Yeah, so I do have a few projects in mind. Obviously, once we've gone past the quilt show, we're going to start thinking about Christmas. Because this time last year, Christmas last year, I didn't live stream. We're back puppy sitting. That's all right, Sarah. I was just saying, if you want to ask any questions, it's you're very welcome to. Oh, now the bobbin's gone. Look at that. The bobbin's gone. That's good because we do have bobbins ready to go. Yeah, so after the quilt show, we're then going to be, obviously we'll be in September. We're going to be thinking about all the Christmas stuff. So there'll be a few little projects I'm thinking of doing. I definitely want to get a Christmas quilt done this year. I would like to do that, I think. If we get, look, it's all gone. Let's get the next one. There's the next one. Yeah, because I do have a Christmas quilt, which actually is a city quilted Christmas quilt, and it is very well. It's fleece backed, and so it did take me quite a while to make it actually, because I hand stitched the whole thing and it's fleece backed. But I think I want to do one out of so it's not city quilted and it's not fleece backed, and normal, wadding and what have you. So I think that's what I want to do with a Christmas quilt this year. That's my thinking anyway, if we can get that done. And then also in October, I've got till then, I'm going to start putting together the Underground Railroad quilt, which is one. Why did you come off? It just fell off on its own accord. So that'll be a really pretty one to get finished. And you know what I'm like? There is always other bits and bobs that always crop up as well. So I do have like a pile of things to do. I do like doing different things. Does anybody else like that? Do you like having like different projects on to keep you entertained? I'm definitely someone who is like that. I think I like to think, all right, yeah, if I get a little bit, well, not bored as such, but a bit, I'd like to change it up, change it up, and do something a little bit different. So yeah, so I do love making like the cat quilts. We're gonna get some of those done. We've got all the labels actually. You need a chain, yeah, definitely. What do you do the session at the hospital? Same child, different one. Oh, yeah. So yeah, Heidi. So Heidi over on YouTube is asking, you know, obviously we do the same with the children at the Royal Alexandra Children's Hospital. Is it in the sessions? Are they the same children? Different? No, they're different children every single time, Heidi, every single time. So we might never see that child again. However, some of the children who are in the quilt, made the quilt blocks, they're going to be coming to the quilt show. So it'd be nice. It will be nice to see them. But yeah, I think there is one little girl who's got a condition that means she goes into hospital quite a bit, and so I think she's done a couple of blocks, but everybody else's names are completely different. Yes, yeah, it's always different kiddos. Yeah, and Sarah and Julie agreed. You need a change. I know. I'm a bit like that. I kind of like to have a few things on the go all the time. Then you can be like, oh, let's go back to that one. Because as you know, I'm in the middle of working on the ghost quilt. I don't know whether we will stitch any tonight. We'll definitely do some tomorrow. I promise that tomorrow we will start off with that. Don't you get funny. We'll start off with doing the ghost quilt. We'll do a few more ghosts tomorrow night. I need to do a look. That's one of the little videos that I need to do is a little update one for the ghost quilt. Yeah. Right, how many have we done? Is anybody counting? There should be 15, 16, 17. It should be 18. We got a little pile. Oh, we must be getting the middle though, look, because this is the flag that is coming down the middle. Now that's exciting. That is exciting. So that means we've done enough to do juniors. Now we're doing enough to do quilters. I think so this bunting, there's a couple of places it's going to go. It is going to be one of those things that we're probably not going to know until we start setting up the quilt show as to where it's going to go. It's either going to go on the tablecloths, like around the tables like that, or there technically is a like a pole thing behind them, so it might be able to go up there. Potentially, I don't really know. We will see. So right, so we're in the middle. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. The other thing as well is, you know, obviously I like to chain piece a lot of what I sew. There's no way you could chain piece this because you're coming down like that way and up to there. If you have to chain piece the other one, you'd have them like almost like facing each other, and I think that might be a bit tricky. And I suppose if you did one direction, like you went carried on going down, you might be able to chain piece that. That could work, maybe. We maybe could try that one out at some point. Yeah, so I'm going to start thinking about my outfits for the. How many covers do you think we've been donating this year? Oh well, I think 900, Heidi, because I tend to send them in like boxes of like 300, 350, and I've sent off 3 boxes so far, and I've got another one sitting there, so I think 900. That's quite a lot, isn't it? When you think about it. And the cat protection quilts, I think we're on to like 300 now, but obviously we didn't start that till, when did we start that? May. So yeah, it's quite a lot, isn't it? I've got a whole bag of them over there that I need to put more labels on them. Oh, what was the question? Oh, sorry, Julie. The question was, I'll start from the beginning. So one of our charities that we partnered with is called the Lewis Foundation, and we make comfort coasters, aka cup mats, to go into the care packages, because the Lewis Foundation is a charity that provides care packages for people in hospital undergoing cancer treatment. And so what we do as part of like our charity work is we make coasters to go in the care packages that go into the hospitals. And so Heidi, who is hello Kim, so Heidi, who is over on YouTube, asked the question, how many cup coasters did she think that we've donated this year so far? And I think we're on about 900 at the moment, because I've already sent off 3 boxes, and they tend to have 300 350 in it per box. And I've got another box actually sitting there, and there's a big bag of 50 over there that I make, that people send. Yeah, so we have a PO box address that you can send them to, and we also have completely free Zoom sewing days as well. You can get involved in to make them, but you don't have to join in with the Zoom sewing days. You can just carry on making them. And send them in, because it is very much an ongoing thing as well. So and it's really, really lovely to make them for a charity, and you can use up all your scraps. And over on my YouTube channel, if you want to watch it, is a whole video that I did when I went to visit the Lewis Foundation, and it's an incredible charity. Actually, it's been going for 10 years, and then you can get to see exactly where our comfort coasters go. So yeah, how are you, Kim? Are you good? I've finally got on to making the junior quilters bunting for the stand. Finally. Yeah, it's a lot, isn't it, Heidi? It's a lot. It is a lot. 900, yeah. And we're only on July. I mean, I don't know, by Christmas. I've been busy sewing. You've been sewing all day. How amazing. What did you sew? You could have joined in with our sewing day, Kim. We had our not going to Festival Quilts event today, which was just completely a little Zoom sewing session. The AI summary is now saying discussing charity quilting projects and hospital care packages. It definitely is. It definitely is. That is exactly what we're doing. Although at the moment I'm not sewing any. I will be at some point. Finishing off a quilt. I love that. That'll be. Is it for a present then, Kim, or is it for you, or you're getting ahead of your Christmas presents? That's what we could do, actually, couldn't we? At some point, I could do a live stream showing like little ideal gifts just for you. Why not? Why not? Ideal gifts for Christmas. So I've got, talking about quilts just for you. I've got 2 that actually I am going somewhere in August. I've just remembered before the quilt show. I'm going to Essex. I'm going up to see the Strawberry Studio so I can get my quilts long-armed. That's where I'm going. And I'm taking up my 2 Liberty quilts that are going to be done by her. So that's very exciting. And actually those ones are, well, one of them is definitely for us. The other one, I'm not sure about the other one. It might end up in our museum, or I might sell it. I really don't know. We're going to make some prep. Oh, amazing. Wonderful. Yeah, so Kim, the newsletter's going out tomorrow, and it's got all the information in it about what sizes and where you send them to. I assume that's what you're talking about, aren't you? Who's that joining us? Hello, Nilly. Welcome to you. Right, we're now on the last one. So what I will do is, before I put them onto the I think we might go and iron them. Yeah. It's coming out tomorrow. I literally was before I came onto my live, I was literally approving the newsletter literally just before, and I saw it in there. Right. So what we're going to do is now. So these are all of the little bunting flags, We're going to turn them through. Obviously, we want to get a nice, like, little. Looks like a traffic cone. Looks like a traffic cone. You're going to get a nice little point in the end, very carefully, because I don't want to push it through. Make a little hole. There we go. And then what we're going to do, we're going to push them all through, and then we're going to go over to the big iron. We're going to go and iron them, and then we'll start doing the lettering on them. Because I'm not going to stitch that bit in the top, because that's going to go in where the binding is for the top anyway. And so what colour is your quilt then that you're making for yourself, Kim? I saw a lovely one. I can't remember who it was. Somebody sent me a picture on I'm just trying to think who was it on TikTok. Sent me a picture of their quilt and beautiful autumn like colours in their quilt. So if you've got any questions you want to ask while I'm doing this, please do. I'm just trying very carefully just not to poke my scuzzers through, because we don't want that. Look at them. Look at them. They're looking really cute. They're looking really cute. Cute little bunting, little triangles. I wonder if we don't know. We might get it. I think we'll get them ironed and then. Oh, it's autumn colours. Ah, they are all churn dash. Nice. That's a lovely pattern, that is. It's quite an easy one to do as well, isn't it? It's quite an easy pattern, but effective pattern. That's what I like. An easy one that is really effective with different colours. I'm going to do the next one. They could be gnome hats. Oh, they definitely could be gnome hats. Look, they could be a hat for Mimi. They're cat hats. I'll see if I can get a picture of her. And they all have different centres. Oh, nice. Very nice, Kim. Very nice indeed. So I don't know how I'm going to do the Christmas one yet. The Christmas quilt. I need to think about that. Maybe because I did make that. You remember I did the Christmas North Star, didn't I, the other day, and the cushion. So I might maybe do it in that. Did your daughter? I love the rabbit. Yeah. You mean the donkey? Was it you that was asking about it, Kim, or did you see? Yeah, my dear, she absolutely loved it. She did absolutely loved it. I know there was somebody yesterday that was saying they hadn't seen it all complete. So I actually do have it sitting up there. Ah, Chappy. Chappy's super bright, isn't he, this time of night? He's super. 10 p.m. and he's chirping away. Oh, look. There's the middle one. Oh, you did see. Oh, yeah. It was great. This is the middle one. And so the stripes are going in the opposite direction. I mean, that was a little bit jammy. This one's going to look funny, this one. Are you ready? This is definitely like a gnome hat. Do you know what? Right, let me tell you a funny story talking about gnomes, okay? So many years ago, there used to be this place down in Devon. Look. It's a party hat. You're putting that one in the middle. Yes, that's the middle one. That is the middle one. Look, that means we've got to the middle. Look. Anyway, so there used to be this place down in Devon, okay, when I was a child, and it was called the Gnome Reserve. The Gnome Reserve. I don't know if any of you guys ever heard of that place down in Devon, but it doesn't exist anymore. And I researched it a couple of years ago because I was thinking, what happened to that place? And the reason why this is reminding me is because what they used to do was obviously it is what it says, okay? It's a gnome reserve. So these have gnomes that lived in this like forest down in Devon, and you'd walk around and you see all these gnomes. And anyway, so whenever we used to go on holiday, we always used to go there, and the people who own the gnome reserve used to make you wear a gnome hat. to walk around. And there is actually some pictures. I've actually got some pictures of me somewhere as a child wearing the gnome hats. But I remember my older sister being not impressed at all. She was not impressed. You love it. It doesn't exist now though, Kim. It's really sad. And the thing was, yeah, like I researched it a couple of years ago because I thought, you know what, I wouldn't mind going back there if it's there to go and see those gnomes again on the gnome reserve. But I think I read. I'm going to do some more research on it, and I'll let you know because I think I read that the people who are in the house shut the place down, and then they moved all of the gnomes to like a pub garden or something like that. Oh, because that was right. There was also you've had good things have gone. Made raid for electronics. Yeah, but but it was like a holiday attraction though, Kim. That's what it was, like a holiday attraction. Because the other thing that was there as well. I'm slightly digressing now, aren't I? Because it started because of these. The other thing as well was that there was a toadstooly thing that you could sit on at the beginning. I remember that. I think it was. I'm gonna have to ask my friends that live down Devon direction. Do they ever go to it? Fred uses sneak out at night and Fred knows if he was going. They will wake up, find a know and not know where it's come from. Oh dear, trouble is, Heidi, you've now put that publicly on YouTube. They're now going to know where it's come from. Oh dear, I love a gnome. I do love a gnome. Oh dear, love them. I think they're funny, but yeah, look, gnome reserve hats. So I do just go and iron this. So once I've turned them all through, we're going to go to the ironing board. We're going to iron these, and then we'll do some of the lettering. And you never know, we might even get this finished. We might get it finished. Yeah, but yeah, if anybody's listening to this or watches this back, and they heard that they ever went to the gnome reserve that was down in Devon. I mean, I'm sure it was Devon. I don't think it was Cornwall because we never used to go that far. I think it was Devon. I'd like to know because it was. See, it's in my memory somewhere. And it's funny because actually near where I live, there's this Victorian tea gardens, okay, called the Litlington Tea Gardens, and it's a really nice, cute little place. But I've always thought it looks a bit gnome reserve-y. Because you park in the car park and then you go through like this little forestry walk, and then when you get through to the other side, it's like this little tea gardens. It's super cute, and it is from the Victorian times, and it literally that's how long it's been going. And in fact, if you saw that the facilities, you'd think, yeah, it's from the Victorian times. Anyway, but it's really nice. They do really nice tea and nice lunches and everything else. And I've always thought, yeah, that would make a good gnome reserve in there because you could walk through the forest to all the little gnomes, but they probably wouldn't do that. Anyway, enough gnome talk. I don't think I've even got any. I don't think I've even got one. You can tell Fred Hardy. I don't think I even have one. I mean, I've got my little Norwegian friend up there. You can see him up there. My little Norwegian friend. And he's like a little troll, isn't he? They're not gnomes, are they? From Norway. Look, this one's got like a little hat, it's got a little folding it back. Right, we're done. Let's go and get these ironed. Then we bring them back. We're gonna do the lettering on it. And then before I get a cup of tea. I found a random one of those. That's helpful. Right. Let's go to the ironing board. We're gonna go to the big ironing board, I think. I do have my little ironing board, but now something just threw itself at me. Some little I have got to make. Do you remember ages ago? It was quite a while ago. I reckon maybe about 2 months ago. I made a fidget toy. Do you remember me making the fidget toy live? I need to do one of those. I'll tell him to sneak one in your doorstep. It'd be a long way to come to bring to sneak one on my doorstep. That would be funny. Right. Do you know what I've got sitting on my ironing board? Because actually, I could show you. Hold on. Before we get the right, look. Do you remember my jacket? Hold on. I've got a random box that needs to go to the recycling. Let me just move that there. Do you remember my jacket? Look, I don't think I showed you it. Did I show you it? I mean, it's not technically finished, but I've got to do all the embroidery up there, and then this bit here, and then I've got the sleeves are done as well. I'll show you what it looks like on, because it's actually really cozy. Oh, thank you, Kim. Thank you so much. Look, so I've got that one there and that one there, and then look, I got my little. Did we call these? Did we call these dinosaur? Did we call them what do we call them? Dinosaur spikes? I can't remember. Anyway, so then there's the back. Look, there's the back, and so I'm very happy how it's come out. And what I want to do is I'm going to embroider like up. So this one's going to have embroidery going up to here, and then that one's just going to maybe have some coming down to here, I think. And then the bits on the back, it will have thing. No, so I didn't make the jacket, Kim. I put all the patchwork on it. So that's what I've done. I've put all this patchwork on it because this was one of my really big bargains that I got recently. I know it's very pretty, Heidi. It's very pretty. So one of my big bargains, and it's actually Morris fabric, but I can't remember how much I paid for it, but it's a big bargain. Anyway, that's the fabric on the inside, and I thought I would do, because I love putting patchwork on my jacket. So I do have the jacket that's got the big butterfly on the back of it, but that I wear obviously like for the winter. And so with this one here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to embroider coming up to these, so they look like flowers, I think, or like kites or something like that. I'm going to embroider coming up to them. So that's the last thing to do. Yes, because I think when I showed you last time, I was like just stitching them on. I don't think I'd actually showed you it like this, but yeah, it's come out really well, isn't it? I'm really chuffed for that. Really chuffed for that. I mean, it was, yeah, that's sitting on my ironing board. That's why I suddenly thought, right, now let's get these ironed. Hello, Miss Potts. Welcome to you. Welcome. But I do, yeah, just so generally, I like to find a patchwork jacket or like a denim dress and add something to that. Add some patchwork to it. Let's see how these are going to come out. Ooh, very nice. That's a nice flat triangle. We get that done. Yeah, so can you see all the boxes? Look, this is all the stuff for the quilt show. Look at that. I'm trying to keep it as tidy as possible. That's the plan. That's the plan. There's lots of basically all of our merch and our wristbands, all of the little samples, the raffle prizes. Oh my goodness, that's it. You do, yeah. I thought you might remember me stitching them on, yeah. So yes, the next thing to do is do the embroidery, but obviously because I'm not going to be wearing it for a couple of months probably, I've got a bit of time to not worry about it's not finished ready, because I've got my butterfly anyway. We're about to take it. Oh well, the thing is, I actually live really close to the racecourse, the Brighton racecourse, to where the venue is, so I can do a second trip up. But also some of my team that live quite close as well, we're going to be filling up lots of cars, and luckily I do have quite a big car. But yeah, because it's not just all that though, there is also all the quilts, there is all the quilt stands to go up, all the stuff for the junior quilters stand to go up. There's going to be a lot of stuff, so I might either have to do a couple of trips or rope in some of my friends with their cars to fill them up. Right. Oh, thank you, Tiana. It's lovely. I think you might have seen my other jacket, Tiana, my butterfly one. I do love my butterfly one. I do have another 2 jackets actually that I've got that are plain, that at some point I will be putting patchwork on them. Because I'm a bit like that, I've said this before, that thank you, Amanda, for sending a heart puff. I said that before about if I find something I like, then I will buy 2 of them. I will get 2, or sometimes I will get 3, because I just think, once it gets a bit ropey, And then, you know, especially like a nice comfy pair of shoes. Is anybody else like that? I'm very much like that. Like if I find a nice comfy pair of shoes, I'm like, well, I'm going to get another pair, because when I've used them, you can guarantee you're going to go back to get another one, and they're not going to be there. They're not going to make them. That's what's going to happen. I very much actually wish I'd brought a second sewing machine handbag. Definitely. I'm a bit gutted that I didn't. I should have got a second one, but I didn't. I did think of it a little bit at the time, and then I was like, oh, yeah, kind of went off the idea because of how much they were. And I was like, yeah, I wish I had now. And I'm hoping that Vendula bring them out again. But like I said, I do know that potentially someone that I know is going to be making something a bit similar to it. So if they do, I will let you know. I will let you know on that. Right. The bunting is nearly all ironed. Yeah, so really you should try and iron it once you've turned it through. I mean, you could use your little seam roller thing. You could finger press it maybe, but definitely giving it an iron makes it a whole world better. That's for sure. Hello, Teresa. How are you this evening? Are you good? People just logging on in. What time is it? Oh, we're on 10:10. Well, I'm hoping I might maybe push the time out a little bit, because I've got to do something. I've got to make a quick dash to the vets in the morning to go and get my cat Jinxie some of her medication. They you want to know? Yes, you want to know. You want to let me you know. Oh, about the bags. Yes, I will. I was thinking. I was just trying to work that out. Then Heidi, think, what's she talking about? I thought, yeah, the bags. I'm glad you're good. I'm glad you're good, Teresa. Yeah. Oh, I will. That's you know who that is, Heidi? That is Clive and Co. That's who's thinking of doing it. All right, they're all ironed. Let's go back. Right. Put that down. Put you guys down. Put you back on charge. Oh. Yeah, you were talking about what's the trouble with Jinxie? What is the trouble with Jinxie? Well, the thing is, so she has to have so Kim's asking on TikTok, what's the trouble with Jinxie as in my cat? Well, she's quite elderly now. She's 16 and she's got a cat arthritis, so she has to have a jab every 4 weeks. But the problem is she doesn't tolerate it, which means she has to have something to basically calm her out before we go. And that's what I've run out of. And I suddenly realised yesterday, and I was like, "Oh, I've got to take her on Monday," and I haven't got any of it. So yes, I've got to go down, pick that up, because otherwise she just goes mad. She hates the bits. But we were talking about the comfort coasters earlier. Heidi, you asked about how many. So there's a whole box here. That's a whole box, and then there's another massive pack over there to go. These ones are really cute. Look, these are so these are the comfort coasters that we were chatting about earlier. These have been sent to me, and these are really. Look at that one. Look at that one. They're really lovely, aren't they? Look at that. So cute. They're so pretty, so pretty. Yeah, so these are all ones that have been sent to me. Really lovely, and I love that one. That's really interesting. Right. Oh, there's one with chickens. Talking about chickens, there's one with chickens. I know. They're lovely, aren't they? Yeah, so they're in the box ready to go, because I've got to put labels on them and then they're going to get sent off. However, I've run out of the labels, so I need to order more labels. That's what I'm going to do. Right, so what we're going to do is, so we've got a space, and then make sure we've got enough for the lettering. So JUNIOR, and then the middle. Now, where's the middle one gone? Oh, where's the middle one gone? That one. Right, so space. So space at the beginning. JUNIOR, junior. Then you got middle. And then QUIOR. L T E R S and a space at the end. Amazing. Right, let's do this. Let's do the lettering. You're thinking, how is she going to do the lettering? Well, I'll show you how I'm going to do the lettering. So the first one is a space. Love to see them, all the variety. Oh yeah, there's a real variety of them, Heidi. Honestly, there really is. They're in fact, there was a little miracle I can find it. Hold on, before we do the lettering. Where did I put it? Oh, here. So I do get little letters sent to me. Like when people send me like the comfort coasters and also the cat protection quilts, I do get little letters sent to me, and these are just some of them. I need to start putting them into a book, you know. I really do, because they're really lovely. Anyway, this one, so the one that I just showed you, let me just get it back to show you actually. Hold on. So you see these ones here, right? These ones, yeah. So what it says is, it says comfort coasters for the Lewis Foundation. It says there's nobody, they haven't put their name on this, so I don't really know who it's from, but it says some were made by a ladies' social group who had never made anything patchwork before. Isn't that amazing? And they've made that. There's the letter, look, there's the letter, and they've made that. I mean, that's incredible. So they've never made anything patchwork before, and they've managed to make this. Isn't that incredible? It's really, really wonderful. Anyway, yeah, so I need to kind of think about where we're going to put these. And I think I might get a scrapbook. I think that's what I'm going to get. Yeah, a scrapbook to put them in. But what I do before I send them off to the Lewis Foundation, I will take a photo of not every single cup mat, but because that'd be difficult to photograph every single cup mat. I'd have like, you know, thousands of photos. But I do them like in piles. But yeah, do I have a pattern for those? No, I don't. Kim, I don't have a pattern because it's not my pattern. These were sent to me. It looks like, I don't know, quarter square triangle. Well, half quarter square triangles. I think they haven't put wadding in it. But yeah, these were just sent to me by someone for the Lewis Foundation for the cut mats. So I cannot even tell you. You could make one paper. You could make one paper anywhere. I suppose you could do. You mean you paper piece it? It could be paper piece, couldn't it? That is possible. Yeah, I think these are machine sewed, but they're very cute. But I can see that the other ones, which is, hold on a minute. I'll tell you what I do have a pattern for though, Kim. I can show you in a second. So these ones are all scrappy ones. These are just scrap ones. Look, real like scrappy ones. Da da da. However, that's one that I've made, and that's another one that I've made. And so if you go onto my paper like your bunting, yeah, you probably could, yeah. If you go onto my YouTube channel and you look at you watch the Lewis Foundation video, at the end of it is a how-to on how to make these. So they're really easy. I mean, I have made quite a few of those live before. So at some point we will do some more. Anyway, so now what we're going to do, we're going to do the bunting, do the lettering. So I'm going to do the J. So the J should be fairly easy. Where are my scazzars? There they are. But yeah, it's really lovely, you know. Sometimes I get like a whole load of parcels turn up, and my husband's like, what have you ordered? And do we send them? Yes, you do. Yeah, so you send to our PO box address is on. It's on the events page, so it's on there. It's also on the on our home. I think it's on our homepage about the charities. Yeah, no, it's on the events page. It's also in the gallery as well. So if you go to the gallery and you look at like the cat protection one or the Lewis Foundation one, you will find the PO box address there. But if you can't find it for any reason, just send us a message. We can send it to you. But also it is in our newsletters. So yeah, just send them to us, and then we put our little labels on them, and then I send them off. The cat protection ones will be I personally go and deliver those. So right, so I'm just going to now try and do the J. And the reason why I personally go and deliver them, because I actually don't live that far. I'm about a 40-minute drive, I think, from the UK Cat Centre. So would you do the J? Yes, I'm using bias binding to basically create the lettering. And you do have to keep moving it a little bit. Yeah, so like you can always message us. We can send it to you, send you the PO box details. The J is done. The J is done. There is the J. There is the J. The J for juniors. Look at that. Do you think it stands out enough? I think it's. I mean, I suppose if it was black, it might stand up. I don't have any black, but yeah. Let's snip that off. I think it's quite nice. It blends in nicely, doesn't it, with the fabric. Right, now we're going to do the U. Right, so I'm going to do my, first of all, I'm going to put it in order. So we've got the space, that's the space, that's the J. Then you've got the U. So the U is going to come down here. I do quite like doing this. I like, it's almost like drawing on the fabric. That's what it looks good. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We might get junior done and then maybe finish it tomorrow. So I just realised what the time is. Yeah, so tomorrow I've got another lovely day. And I will be live at the same time tomorrow night about 7:30. I've got to go to, I've got my G's Bend workshop in the morning, and then does it like a V? Or does it like a U? G-U. And then yeah, so then I've got actually it looks a bit like a V. We want it like a U. That's the problem. We don't want it like a V. I will start again. Sorry. Got my G's Pen thing in the morning, and then I've got to go down to see my good friend Susan in the afternoon because I'm taking all the children's blocks down to her. Do you remember those ones I showed you a little while ago? It says 25 blocks that I brought back from the children's hospital. And taking them down to Susan because Susan and Margaret are going to be making them into 2 more quilts for our quilt show. Right, I need to drag it over more. That's what I need to do. Now, let's start that again. You need to, because it's a U, it's got to be like a, it's got to be turned. That's better. Now the other side's too long. Hello, Nan Ruth. Welcome to you. Hope you're good. You are told you're off the line. Sweet arms of Morpheus. Love that, Heidi. I'll see you tomorrow. See you later. Bye. I'm literally logging off soon anyway. I want to see if I can get the junior done. So the U is done. There is the U. There is the U. Woohoo! And then the ends are really, really easy. Ends are one of the easiest ones to do. Because you just like go that up and then down and then back up again. Ends are one of my favorites because they're super easy. And then down to there. And then down. And then when you get to here, it's a bit of a difficult one for you to actually see it because really I can't need a camera here for you to be able to see this, but you're kind of getting the gist. And I know you've watched me do this before when I've done all those numbers. Remember when I was doing those numbers on the birthday things? Right, I'm just going to go across a little bit and then back up. So there. Amazing. There's the N. There is the N. Junior. Junior. IOR. Yeah. I'm just thinking, am I right? That's right. I'm thinking, am I spelling that right? Am I spelling that right? I think it is IOR. Yeah. I'm getting feeling a bit tired. I've had a very long day. But it's been a good day. It's been a good, long sewing day. Right, so now we're going to do the I. I'm not going to do a little dash at the top. I. There is the I. There is the I. Unfortunately, you're going to have to wait till tomorrow night to see us come together. I think what we'll do, maybe we'll do it at the beginning, and then we'll go on to the quilt. Is that sometimes when you look at words, it just doesn't look right, does it? It doesn't look right. Right, so the O can be a bit tricky because you've got to keep literally. So all I'm doing with the bias binding is fold it in half, and this is quite a stiff bias binding, so it definitely helps to be able to draw the lettering onto it. Or I should say stitch the lettering onto it, really. But what you do with this one is you have to keep turning it. Oh, hold on, I'm just going to stop. Make sure that is in half. Ta-da! There is the O. I have spelt that right, haven't I? I'm literally going mad. I'm literally like I think I'm getting very tired. Yes. How funny. How funny. When you put in junior quilters, it just brings up our website. Right, JUNIO. Ah, we'll do the R. I have. Thank you, Kim. Sometimes you know what it is. When you look at letters, you're like, is that right? Right, so the R, what you have to do is you do the back first, because it's very difficult to do that into one piece. So I generally do the R first, like the back of the R first, down there, and then I'll do that bit. So I'll stitch that down first. I like it actually. It's quite soft. At first I was thinking that see you tomorrow, Tiana. See you tomorrow. I was thinking actually that it wasn't like bright enough on it, but I think because the colouring of the flags is so bright, actually having that pastel green is working out quite well. Right, so now we're gonna. So the R's a little bit tricky because obviously it's very, very small, isn't it, at the top of the R? So you have to lift your presser foot up and then bring it round to there. As you can imagine, with my name starting with an R, I might have done a few R's. Right, so now it's almost like a P, and you're going to turn it, and then you're going to bring this back the other way. Bring that back down that way. And then I'm just going to snip it there. There you go. Junior, there's the R, there's the R. So we have got, so we're going to do the rest tomorrow. So do not worry. Right, so we got the J. Let me see if I can lay it out so you can see it. We got the J, we got the U, we got the N, we got the I, we got the O, we got the R, and we got Junior. I don't know. Let me see if I can hold it up to show you. Hold on. Oh, there is 6, so it's doable. Just about. There you go. There you go. You can just about see it. You can just about see it. Thank you very much, Kim. Thank you very much. Hello, Susan. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, so tomorrow, so we've done the first flag. We've done the word junior. That's obviously one that's going down. So that will look like. And that was a bit jammy, wasn't it? To get that one in the middle, that was a bit jammy. And then tomorrow we'll do quilters, and then we will put it all together with the cream. So what I'm going to do, so this color we'll use for the tie for the top, and then that's Judy Coulter, and then I might do just a spare some of it. Yeah, wonderful, excellent. Right, so CCF5 just joined us. Hello, CCF5. So anyway, so I'm going to log off now, and I will see you tomorrow. So have a lovely, lovely 1st of August on a Saturday. And if you want to sign up for my workshop, you can do. It's still bookable. And if not, I will see you tomorrow night about 7:30. So first of all, I'll say goodbye to the YouTubers. See you later. Bye. Da-da. Oh, hold on. There.
Come along to our first So Happy Quilters Association quilt show at Brighton Racecourse. Tickets available on our website. You can find the So Happy Quilters Association on social media, and don't forget to subscribe.